I told them in the strongest of words to just do it.
You see, this is a we just do it kind of show.
Dress better. Wear a nice shirt. Don't drink on the camera. Don't just sit there in silence. Don't look like a slob.
Episode 682.
Are you a boner guy?
Oh, I was a boner guy.
You know what? I miss penis.
What are you talking about?
I'm the one who should apologize.
Is it going to be absolutely riveting? Is it going to change your life by any stretch? Probably not, but it's going to be at least entertaining, okay?
By the way, for those people that are in the back, remember to shut the fuck up.
Mattio!
Cuz-a-roo.
Slap-a-rooney.
It's showtime.
WATP. Hello, Rubber Dicks and Cousin-Roos. Welcome to another episode of Who Are These Podcasts, the only show that doesn't spend 10 hours talking about two Dabbleverse people breaking up. I'm your host, Carl, the $850,000 man, with me every Wednesday. A man who spent his entire life actively shying away from the spotlight. It's Adam Busch.
It's good to be back.
Producer Chris is here as well. Hi. Please go to whoarethese.com. Get our email address, voicemail number, link to our subreddit, link to our Discord server, link to our merchandise, link to our YouTube channel, and that link to Patreon and Supercast featuring 2 exclusive bonus episodes every single month. We just dropped a brand new bonus episode yesterday, Living in the Past with Stuttering John, episode 18.
Yeah.
And it started with a very fun segment where Sam Simon called it the Howard Stern Show.
Outraged.
Him and Baba Booey talked about how disgusting John is.
Yeah.
Shitting up the green room, not washing his hands, and then going out for steaks afterwards and not paying the bill, and then almost fighting people because he didn't want to pay the bill. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of fun. And then we get into his episode from 2018. And the podcast back then with Royce, it's incredible. Because you think like, well, that was 7 years ago before the Dabbleverse existed. Yeah. So, John's probably a very different guy. No. He put a tweet out, got negative comments, and spent 40 minutes defending himself on this podcast. And just when he thought he wasn't talking about that anymore, we find out that's what he's still mad about. It's an incredible episode. I recommend it. Patreon.com/whoarethesepodcasts or become a member on YouTube. And you get the link to that and all the bonus episodes we do. We'll do another one before the month is up, before the year is up.
Oh.
Because that's what we do. We do 2 bonus episodes every single month. Also, if you go to whoarethese.com, you can find our mailing address. We've been getting a lot of cool gifts in the mail lately, so I appreciate that. And I got the movie Hamburger in the mail.
It's about time.
I know. So keep sending in gifts and notes and things. Also, Hackamania 3. Tickets are available at hackamania.com. Use the promo code WATP. And when you do that, you get 10% off your ticket or tickets for Hackamania, April 10th through 12th, 2026 in Las Vegas. A bunch of live podcasts, including The Creep Off and Who Are These Podcasts? And Tukey will be there in Cardiff. So you're going to want to hang out with us in Vegas for a nice, fun weekend at Hackamania, hackamania.com. Promo code WATP. Also, come see the Ice Dumps this Saturday night. We're at Three Heads Brewing for our annual Christmas show. So if you want to see producer Chris and me and Lucy Tightbox perform in our band, Crows will be there as well. And come see the Isotopes. Theisotopes.com for more information if you're in the Western New York area. We encourage our listeners, give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and then shit all over us in the comment section. Today, we'll be talking about Bill Burr finally figuring out life. The Fighter and the Kid had a guest on who asked Brendan Schaub why he gets so much hate. That was fun. Stuttering John reacts to Vince the Lawyer coming on Point Dabble Point on Monday. Opie tries out a new co-host, and the results are hilarious. Megan's going to bring another round of Is It Gay? Cardiff's going to bring another round of Tapoka Dabbler. We also have that brand new game, Opie or Burr. So we're playing that as well. Of course, your reviews and voicemails. But first, the talk of the Dabbleverse has to be KarmicX breaking up with Felicia Gillespie and crying about it this weekend. It's all I'm seeing anyone react to or talk about, whether it's Karmic himself or Pat Dixon, Felicia's ex-boyfriend, or if it's Felicia going on shows and talking about this.
The list goes on.
Everyone is talking about this event. And I do not want to talk about this.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. These people are fucking gross. I said this from the get-go. When they started dating, the way we all found out about it was that on MLC, on Kevin Brennan's show, Felicia and Karmic go on and give us all of the details about their weekend having sex. Oh, well, Thursday night he had whiskey dick, but then Friday night I went down on him, and then Sunday he went down on me, and he didn't ejaculate this night, but he did that. It's like, what are we talking about? These are gross, disgusting people, and I'm really glad it worked out the way that it did. It's what they both deserve. You have Karmic doing a thing that I got to imagine is the worst nightmare of any woman. You have two of your ex-boyfriends getting on a stream together.
Talking about you.
Talking about what a garbage person you are to date. That's got to be horrible. And Felicia deserves that because she goes on Kevin Brennan for clout and goes, yeah, and then he couldn't get it up, and then I did this. It's like, holy shit, what is wrong with these people? Is the Dabbleverse unique in this way? Because I don't know. Are there other places on the internet where people are just talking about
We don't
their
have
sex
time to
lives?
investigate. We got to keep up on this.
I mean, between Granny and some of these other disgusting humans who just tell you about their intimate relationships with other people that we all know of from these shows, I just find it gross. And it's just, it's not like, I listen, am I watching all these shows? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I can't keep up.
Right.
But it's not something that I need to be talking about here. I guess I just did. Adam, what's your take?
I think Felicia, she might not enjoy the content of what they had to say, but I think she enjoys the idea of her ex-boyfriends getting together and having a roundtable discussion about her. And it's just happened recently because I'm not, I don't always get Karmic, but something about him is similar to Opie. Whoever they're with, they make better. And everyone making fun of him this week as he just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. It makes everyone better. I'm enjoying everyone's coverage of this. It's a magical quality that might be his only talent, because other than that, I can't think of any.
Well, what you're describing right now is like, for example, Stuttering John is a snooze fest, but Cardiff on with Stuttering John makes John interesting. So you're describing a lolcow is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Ron, the waiter by himself, is quite torturous, but with Opie, he's just magical.
Right.
And it wasn't a real relationship that Karmic had, and he's just kind of, actually, he still hasn't figured it out, but it was never real. It was always of convenience, and so she could have something to talk about on these shows, which I guess is worth, destroying a man.
Finger Felicia's fishy flaps.
So you have a clip that you want to play that I think is related to this, Adam?
Oh, yeah. It just got so bizarre and so meta and hard to explain to people that it felt like this foreign film of 5 seconds of Karmic watching Stuttering John watching Karmic.
This makes me feel sad.
That's why I drink fucking proudly right now.
Now, Adam, I don't know if you know this, but on yesterday's Stuttering John program, John was watching Karmic, watching John watch Karmic. I swear to God, John found this on some subreddit and popped it on, and it was ridiculous. I was going to pull clips of it, but I decided that it's impossible to follow when someone's watching themselves watch themselves watch themselves.
No, and especially when they really like it. Like, that's their special place.
Oh, John was agreeing with himself. John would see somebody be like, yeah, I know.
This guy gets it.
So fucking stupid. These people are really just batshit. So, all right, that's enough Karmic talk. I think everyone knows. I think everyone knows what we're talking about with that. If you're following this, if you're not, consider yourself lucky. There's really no reason to be. There's another thing that we need to celebrate in the Dabbleverse. Is that right, Adam?
That's right. Joey C just celebrated his 60th birthday, everybody. How about that?
No shit. He's like John's age.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and this is just the first 3 seconds of his intro. This is just how he started the show. I thought was just so perfect.
Oh, how's everybody going on?
all right.
Yeah.
He's dressed up nice for this.
Mm-hmm. I just love the sigh before he starts. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Ugh, gotta do this again.
I didn't know Joey C was still doing stuff. Is he still running for president?
Didn't he win? I didn't.
I voted for him.
Yeah.
Don't blame me. I voted for him. That's for sure. All right. let's get into the real topics at hand today. And one of them being Bill Burr. Now, Bill Burr has fallen off of a cliff as far as his numbers go. And it seems like a lot of people have turned on him ever since the Riyadh Comedy Festival. All of the things that he used to preach, he seemed to throw out the window in order to take a payday and go perform for the Saudi prince. And so he's been having a hard time dealing with that. He's actually been doing a terrible job managing that. I don't know who his publicist is, or if he hired a PR company, a crisis PR consultant. I actually used to work at a company that we had a PR crisis team. Mm-hmm. That's not a fun job. Your client calls, it sucks. You don't want those phones to ring at all,
right.
You know,
I imagine.
Yeah, it's never a good thing. So I can only imagine that Bill worked with these people, but I don't know if he listened to any of them or what he's doing. But I'm happy to report I listened to his show from Monday, and holy shit, he's figured it all out. He's figured out life. Everything is better now. No more problems at all, which is very exciting. But Adam, I know you were checking out the Thursday podcast, so why don't we start there?
It's the same place. He is expressing his, people work their whole lives to reach enlightenment, but he found it very quickly. He's being humble about it, but he has reached a new plane, and he's sharing it with us.
And I kind of figured out that when I act, I open the door up to all these emotions that I don't allow myself to feel. So then a lot of misdirected shit comes out. So this time after my acting gig, I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave that door open and see what happens. And it was a fucking game changer, to say the least. Just the fact that I could even tell you guys this without getting emotional. Yeah, like I wouldn't have been able to do that like 2-3 weeks ago. It's fucked.
So did he just say he's opened up to emotions, and because of that, he's not emotional?
Yeah.
That's what I heard, and then it sounded emotional.
And then he got emotional about it.
But he's got it all figured out, though, right? And he figured it all out from acting?
He got in touch with some emotions, and through letting them out, I think he felt a catharsis. He felt like he'd had a really good massage.
Okay.
And is a new guy and is trying to hold on to this because he's been fooled before by thinking he's on a
fast
new
forward
level.
a few days on Monday, and he's still struggling with, do I have it figured out? I think I have it figured out.
Well, in summation, he said, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which is funny because it's not very funny. He's talking about Doug Stanhope has an act about being lost in a cave, and he has to take all the funny out of that.
Like if you get lost, like trying to find a fucking way out, it takes you your whole goddamn life. It's nuts. Sorry, dude. I know I'm supposed to be fucking making you laugh here. Jesus Christ. Am I going to bomb tomorrow night? Was it? Yeah, tomorrow night in Bakersfield? I'm not. But my act right now is really weird. My act, like 3/4 of it is the guy before these experiences, and then the last quarter of it is shit I've written since then. So it's going to be a little physical graffiti. It's kind of be like a double album. Or like, remember when the Black Crowes would do like an electric and then an acoustic set? It's kind of it's gonna be weird.
So I can report on this because he talked about it a little bit on his Monday show. It was weird.
It was weird.
The crowd was not with him on this. But this is really odd because Bill Burr is a veteran stand-up comedian. He's been doing this a very long time. And we just heard that he's figured out a thing, some life hack that's changed his emotional state. And that was like a few days ago. Mm-hmm. We were talking about this has just only been going on for less than a week. Mm-hmm. And now his act is already transforming into a whole new thing that he's doing. This is a crisis. This is a man who's in crisis mode, right? He is, some of his comedy specials are looked at as some of the best ever. And he's going, this is like when Tiger Woods decided to change his swing. You're like, change your swing? Oh, you got back pain. Okay. I guess that makes sense. But Bill, don't stop being angry. That's why you're successful. That's what you need to do, buddy.
Great artists take risks, and he sees it like that.
Okay.
I don't happen to agree. I think he's having a crisis, not just as an artist, but as a person. He's not just saying, I don't know how to write jokes. He's like, I don't know how to relate to these people. And as we're going to see, as he talks to his kids and his wife, everything is different now.
Okay.
Because he's, doing the work.
Fucking crazy how long it took me to just do that. And as always, it's just, you think it's a mountain and you're just stepping up onto like a curb, I would say. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk football.
Yeah.
Good transition. Is this what his stand-up show is going to be like, too?
Yeah.
Let's get real serious. Okay, now, did anyone catch the Bears game?
I'm not crying. I got someone in my eye.
We got a lot of work to do and a long road to do it. All right, let's talk about football.
Right. Now, when he was explaining that it seems like a mountain, but it was just a curb. So he's figured out the secret to life like that. He thought it was going to be this whole journey he'd have to go through. But apparently just took some peyote and was like, oh, now I got it.
He said it was like that. He just had a tiny emotional breakthrough of letting some emotion out. And it was enough, just that little to cause this new outlook, this new approach. And it feels like a mountain, but he knows it's just a tiny little curve. So he is
good.
Being humble about it.
I'm happy to report that we will get some more insight on the Monday show of how to actually achieve this nirvana, this zen that he's figured out. So
How?
I'll get there.
Oh, can I give you all my money now?
Yes, please. Only do it if you supertip.gg/WATP. It's the only way you'll learn about this because no one's listened to the show. So I guarantee no one knows the answer.
It's always funny when somebody is known for a thing and then they decide that's the thing that's killing them. It happens more often than not.
It does. And Billy just didn't handle the criticism very well. That's all. He didn't have to change anything else. He could have just been like, yeah, I probably should have taken that money and acted like it was the greatest experience of my life. You're right. That was stupid. That's all you had to do. It's amazing that every other comic, aside from Jessica Curson and who's the other person who gets blasted for the Riyadh Comedy Festival? Drawing a blank. But every other person who's on that, everyone's given a pass to and everyone's moved on. It's not even a thing anymore. Where are we going next, Adam?
Even the people that had negative attention because of this have moved on. He's still stuck in this.
Yeah, Whitney Cummings, thank you. Yes, Whitney Cummings was the other one who did not recover from this very well.
Aziz seems to be all right. He had a film come out.
Yeah, and he addressed it with Jimmy Kimmel, and it wasn't great, but whatever. He addressed it and moved on. The reason why I couldn't think of Whitney is I said comic. So I was like, who else was it? Oh, right.
Ashley's sister. That's what you
Ashley's sister. I should have known, yes. Where are we going next, Adam?
Well, this was a very Opie. I mean, this should be for the Opie Bill Burr game show.
So I went down to the hardware store. Hang on a second, honey. I'm going to the fucking hardware store. So I go down there, and I can't tell if this thing is metric standard. For all you fucking people out there that have been yelling, I couldn't tell if it was metric or standard. So I had to go through them all until I figured out what it was. I still don't remember. And then I had to get some light bulbs and shit. And I found out that there's certain light bulbs that they have an app on them.
Okay.
I'm going Opie.
I think the thing you have to think about when you listen to Bill Burr's podcast, and Bill should think about this too if he's ever listening to this review. Imagine he wasn't famous already.
Okay. Right.
It's crazy. The way we started WATP was I was like trying to find cool podcasts after Opie and Anthony was canceled and Howard Stern got shitty. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll find podcasts that I like. And I went through so much garbage that I said, there should be someone Jocktobering these podcasts. They stink. And Bill's would be up there with any of these randos that we discovered early on doing WATP, where it's just like people are so self-involved and self-indulgent and they want to tell you about the minutia of their day. And everyone points to Howard Stern. Howard Stern was able to just talk to you about his day and what he did. It's like, yeah, Howard Stern could do that very well, and he made it look easy.
Yes.
It's not.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that is the problem right there. It sucks. No one cares. Going to the hardware store, whether you knew it was metric or standard, no one cares. And if I pressed Bill on it, he would tell me he doesn't care.
That's
this is
what
an
I'm
important
saying.
thing that happened.
Yeah, imagine telling Bill this story.
Right.
Imagine
I gotta go get
recommending this
coffee.
podcast to him, being like, "You should listen to this." He would hate this.
Yeah. This is terrible.
Yeah, go get coffee. It's about coffee houses that he doesn't tell you where they are, about films he won't tell you what he's working on, and breakthroughs he won't tell you specifically what happened.
And he'll tell you he loves coffee, but he doesn't know why. What's good about this particular coffee? Well, I'm not going to tell you the particular coffee, and I don't know why.
And if somebody ever defines him as a coffee man, he's like, "This is a very recent hobby."
Yeah. His fucking hobbies. His hobbies are so obnoxious. We'll get into that. You got one more clip on here.
Yeah, this really makes me want to go see his act in Cerritos coming up.
I'm using the wrong reference. Like my act right now, it's like is me before I've had these breakthroughs, most of my act, and then there's the post, whatever the fuck I am right now. So we'll see how this works out.
That is not a good way to sell it, but I am curious. So you and Christian Blatt are going to go see him?
I hope so, yeah.
What's the date of that?
The 18th.
Oh, like next week?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You can bill that to WATP. I think
We're going. We're going.
I think this is important.
I'm going too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
please.
if Christian tries to bring a +1 though, you got to nip that in the bud. All right?
Frenchie.
Yeah. I'll pay for Christian and Anna, but that's as far as it goes.
That's fair.
So fast forward to Monday's show, and we talk about how Bill has just become a terrible podcaster. Maybe he always was a terrible podcaster, but he does things that are so egregious. The name Ray DeVito comes to mind. When I think about Ray DeVito's show, how he's just flailing, it's just nothing to do. And if he just reads a word, it reminds him of something, he'll just start singing a song.
Hey, kid, rock and roll, rock on. That one? What is it? And where do we go? That's Blue Jean, baby queen, prettiest girl I ever seen. See her shake on the movie screen. Jimmy D. Jimmy D. Rock on.
This is a man who's just filling time.
Yes.
And he's bored out of his mind. That's the other thing, too. You can tell that someone's enjoying doing their podcast. Of course, we've been saying for weeks now that I think Bill's trying to get fired.
Yes.
I don't think he wants to do this podcast anymore because he seems so bored doing it. He'd rather be doing anything else. In fact, he plays drums now.
Uh-oh.
And at the end of this podcast, he's like, all right, I got to go practice my drums. Like, that's all he was thinking about the whole time because he starts telling us about what he's doing with his drum kit.
Amazing. So I've been sticking with that drumming thing too, trying to free myself up, learn how to do that flow mode shit, and just not judging my fills and playing a bar and then playing a fill, playing a bar and then a groove and then just playing a fill and just shitting out fills. Some of them are okay, some of them stink, some of them are horrific. But there's a few that are okay. That's what I'm focusing on, man.
I'm going to go back and replace fills with episodes.
Yeah. Now, at least he has hobbies. Like Opie doesn't have any interest in life, and Bill has a bunch that he talks about. But imagine like Steve Martin back in the day was hosting a radio show, and all he was telling you is like working on juggling, or making balloon animals. It's like, I made a fox today, guys. I decided to pick up a banjo with a fifth string on it today. No. He just goes out there and just does it. He just like, oh, this guy's really talented. He can juggle and shit. That's cool.
Right.
He doesn't sit there and tell you about how he's rehearsing.
Right. Something that isn't going to come to anything.
I mean, Bill is a performer. He doesn't need to tell us that he's working on playing drums. It's very boring.
Back
for
to
everyone
trying to
else.
get fired. Like he was the angry comic.
Yes.
And
Yep.
that's how we fell in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
And now everything he says sounds like he's angry at us.
Yes.
These stories make me angry.
Yes.
It's just contagious.
Right. He's angry that he has to do a podcast.
Yeah.
This episode, the Monday morning podcast that went up on YouTube Monday morning, has 17,000 views on YouTube. As a comparison, Point Dabble Point that I did Monday evening on my channel has 19,000 views.
It did shred.
That's insane.
Yeah.
We did have Miss Judy on, so that was exciting. But the fact that we get more views because Miss Judy,
I know, right?
yeah,
Bill fucking Burr
versus Bill Burr, trying to get fired.
It's amazing.
And of course, Bill's going to talk about football and point spreads because he's gambling on the game. So we got to get some point spread talk.
Still didn't win. Lost by 5. The spread was 5.5. Guys, we're going up against gangsters. We're going up against casinos. We're going up against computers. And we're going up against algorithms. And what are we showing up with? We watch Sports Center every night, going with a gut.
I hate this take. I'm just going to explain real quick that Bill's better than this, and he should know better than this because he talks about sports gambling all the time. He talks about sports all the time. But I hate when people go, can you believe the Bills won by 5 and the point spread was 5.5? And they always point to that thing. It's just like, I mean, this is obviously because of algorithms and, they're able to predict this stuff. And no. It happens all the time. The point spreads are blown away. It's not even close to the point spread. It has nothing to do with an algorithm. It's they place it on where 50% of people bet one way, 50% will bet the other way. That's how it's done. It's really not that difficult to figure out. And Bill's take on it, like, can you believe this? This must be magic. It's not.
Yeah.
It's like people who bring Jesus into everything.
Mm-hmm.
He brings this omnipotent force that's working against him and society into everything, including just the randomness of a bet.
Yeah, must be AI. Mm-hmm. No, the Bills just played a soft defense and gave up some points after they scored 21 in a row. They still won the game, Chris. It's okay. They won the game. It was very exciting. But this show has turned into like Gino Bisconte's show. He's just talking about his picks.
Unbelievable. So I don't know what to think about my team. And then I had the Bears, and they lost the game. So I ended up going 2-2. So whatever. Billy wins some, lose some. But I'm hanging in there. I am in striking distance. I need a 3-1 weekend, and I can't have anything worse than 2-2. And I can beat the book this year.
I mean, this is sad. I've compared it to both Gino and Ray DeVito at this point.
Yes,
and I'm right. I'm not even stretching for these comparisons.
It's even worse. This is a vapid celebrity podcast. And it's a starlet telling you about what happened on The Real Housewives last night in detail. And if you like her, you'll like this. And that's it. It's only for people that like her.
I got to disagree with that because think about this. At least that if you're into The Real Housewives and someone's telling you what happened or something, then you're like, oh, cool, I watched that. I'm into that. Bill goes from, this is my drumming technique that I'm working on, to the Bills covered the spread or didn't cover the spread, but I had bet the other guy, and then I picked the Bears, and the Bears lost, and now I'm 2-2. And then he gets into the meaning of life, which we'll get into. And then he does his ad reads where he's still doing his silliness.
Hydro, everybody. Hydro. How are you? Sorry. This holiday season, train smarter, not longer.
Who is this for?
Yeah.
It's for Bill. We talk about this. A lot of these guys do podcasts for themselves. Every topic that he brings up, like, most people would be tuned out immediately.
They're having midlife crisis in front of us, and they can't talk to anyone, and they're using this thing as it. He's trying to figure out how to be a person again and using us as guinea pigs, and it's very boring.
It's very boring, and it also is working against him. There's a psychosis that's going on as he just talks to himself on the show. We've talked about that before. Guys who just do a show by themselves and have to fill an hour or however much time just talking.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you're reacting to videos. I see a lot of people who are successful at that because they're almost talking to the people that they're reacting to.
Sure.
But Bill just sits there and just rambles and has no script.
She was watching. Why the fuck does the heat shuts off and then immediately goes on to cold? Killing all the heat. I don't understand it. It's not something that I understand. You understand that? No, I do not. I do not understand that. Oof. Sorry, I just sat down in my leather chair. Sounds like I farted. That is the sound of success when you sit down in a chair and it sounds like you farted.
Skunk fart.
Mahogany.
It's just ADD, Bill.
Yeah, he would do better to have a puppet like on his hand.
Right. He would do better to do anything.
Yeah, you're right.
He could just read a book to us. There's a guy that we covered a long time ago, and I actually used to listen to his podcast. It's called something like Sleep With Me or something.
Yeah.
It's a show that helps you fall asleep.
Right.
And so you put it on at nighttime, and he just babbles. and he stutters and stammers, and sometimes he reads a story, or sometimes he tries to remember a story like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. He'll just try to, like, off the top of his head, go through what happens.
The Chargers are giving up 7 points.
Yeah, right. Like, that made more sense to me than what Bill Burr is currently doing. It's just randomness and nonsense. The only time, and you see the title of this, the Diddy Doc, AI privacy, and an escort issue. 2 of the 3 things are him responding to an email that he received, whether that's real or not. So he's not even coming up with topics to talk about. He's just randomly talking about the football games he saw, how he's practicing his drums. And then, Adam, we have to get back to the meaning of life. I'm so happy for Bill. He's got it all figured out. This is a big breakthrough.
I was doing some other stuff that I got this new chunk now that I'm like, I think I got this thing beat, you guys. All of these years trying to, like, I have options to other emotions. Like, I was driving in my car today and my kids were just acting up and they were driving me nuts, and I never raised my voice till on the way home. Every once in a while you got to be like, hey, enough. Like, that's as worse as it got. But I was just going like, guys, you have to calm down. All right? I know you're excited. I know we're going to the mall, but, stop kicking my seat. Like, I don't mind red lights. I don't mind people cutting me off. I don't mind traffic.
Wow. This man has achieved internal peace.
I just don't like my kids.
Yeah, they're kind of assholes, but I don't mind if you cut me off.
But did you see what happened? It happened so fast. He's been like calm for a week, maybe a month, and he's already like, I need to teach you guys how to be.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get it.
Oh,
it's a fat person going to the gym for the first week.
Yeah. So he's doing the work. And Adam, it's literally been 1 week.
But I'm doing the work, though. Every day I get up and, I got these breathing exercises and I meditate. And then I have like this little manifesto on what I want for the day. And it just sort of reminds me, instead of just waking up and doing my French lessons and the stuff that I do, I prioritize this. So, I don't know. This is the biggest thing in my life right now, other than being a husband and a father. This is the biggest thing in my life. Is if I can get past this, I can't imagine. I mean, I didn't think I was ever going to get on the other side of this, so I'm actually really excited.
Now, I've been very rudely comparing him to Ray and Gino, but now I got to go with Howard Stern and Opie. It's always these guys who everyone else can plainly see their flaws and the fact that they're in a spiral. And they're the guys who go, you know what, guys, I actually had an epiphany. I'm working on myself and things have never been better. And you go, oh, I don't think that's true at all. I'm just observing what's going on. And it seems like things are going really poorly for you.
But they said it.
And I don't know if they're trying to convince me or themselves or both.
Yeah, hopefully everyone.
Right. It does seem that way because it's amazing that all of a sudden Bill has life figured out. What is he, 50-something years old? He just finally figured out life after he lost more than half of his fan base. That's what it took for him to be like, let this life thing's easy. I got it
Guys,
now.
come back. I get it now.
Right. In fact, he should have done that. He did not handle this well.
Didn't Aaron Imholt find Jesus at some point after he was in front of a judge?
Another great point.
In court.
Aaron Imholt's another example of one of these guys who all of a sudden he's got life all figured out when he's being sentenced to jail for revenge porn. But Bill is concerned that now that he's not as angry as he used to be, that this might make his comedy not as stinging.
I had a couple of weird shows this past week where I had I just didn't feel like I quite connected with the crowd. And I was going like, fuck, here it is. This is what they always said. If you get happy, your funny's going to go away. And I just think it was, I was nervous when I went to Bakersfield. I'm like, oh God, am I just going to be fucking mediocre Bill now? And Ambria fortunately had made fun of my boots. I had on Doc Martens. She goes, I like your white supremacist boots. Like, what are you talking about?
So what saved the show, even though it didn't go well, I teased that before. He was concerned about it not going well. It didn't go well. But his opener made fun of his boots. So that got a chuckle. That's good. He's worried his funny's going to go away, Adam.
He seems very isolated.
Yeah. It's like the rock. He sounds like the rock star who gets sober. You know, he's just like, wow, I don't know. Am I still going to be able to write the songs that I used to write? It's like, I know this is the right thing for me to do. Bill's struggling with this thing where he's like, listen, my life's never been better. I am loving everything. But I can't connect with the audience at all because I'm just up there kicking my toes around and going, isn't life grand? And everyone's going, make with the funny, asshole.
Standing there counting his money.
Enlightenment is not something you can tell someone about or convince them of. You either have it or you don't, and people have to come to you for that.
Yeah, mugs shut the fuck up about it. You ever notice that? That's a rule.
And they don't
knocking on my door.
They're not out there proselytizing. They're not like always asking for more monks. They're not even genuine. They stay by themselves.
Right. They're like, fuck you. We got to figure it out over here.
Yeah.
Now beat it, idiots.
And if you want to join their club, you got to do a lot of shit other than just having a mantra and doing some light meditation in the morning with your French lessons.
Then I'm out. Then I'm out.
There it is.
So he did have this great new bit that he was working out on stage that he wished he recorded because it was so funny.
Trump blowing Bill Clinton allegedly on a fucking island. I mean, it's just, that shit is just fucking, like, I'm not, whatever part of the internet that is, I'm not on it. And then people, they just send you texts. And all it does is make you feel good that you're not really on the internet anymore. You fucking see this shit? It's like, what? Somebody said Trump blew Bubba, and they think that means it's big Bill Clinton. I'm like, what?
Remember, he said, I'm glad I'm not on the internet anymore. He's like, this is hilarious. This stuff on the internet? This is wild. Sounds like you'd enjoy it.
I thought he was going to start crying there.
Yeah, it got real close. Sounded manic a little bit.
Getting to hear his take on it was great. You know, a mind like that. I was like, what?
It was so dumb. He goes, I was working out this bit. I'm sure you heard this, Adam. I was working out this new bit. I wish I recorded it because I was just talking about Trump blowing Clinton and people were crying and laughing. And I brought both sides together. And he's explaining, and I think he's a brilliant stand-up, but I've heard him work things out in real time on his podcast, and it never goes well. So I was just like, how is any of this possible? And you forgot all of it? You can't repeat any of it or make sense of what it was? That's too bad. Gosh darn it.
When you're in a flow state, you know, you don't even know it's just working through you. You're just a vessel, Carl.
Yeah, he caught it just for that moment. And so he's concerned about what his stand-up is going to be in the future because he's just completely fixed.
I'm in a great mood, and I am so happy and thankful that there's people out there that, you know, you can go to that can help fix you, man, because I really never thought I was going to get on the other side of this shit. I really didn't, and this is fucking nuts, dude. Like, I am, like, when you listen to this Monday, that it'll be one week. I mean, I haven't flipped out about anything.
All right, maybe don't take a victory lap just because you haven't lost your cool in 1 week.
Yeah.
I've lost my temper in 7 days. Okay.
Yeah, maybe you're getting old and just softening. Like,
or maybe you're having a good week. It's fine too.
Yeah,
We're
right.
just dealing with shit. Well, I will say this. I know the people who suffer from clinical depression are happiest right before they make the decision to off themselves. You know what I mean? Because they're like, oh, the pain's finally over. I feel like Bill's going through a similar thing. He was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I got enough money. I'll just never go on the internet or do a stand-up show ever again. The audience doesn't like me. My podcast is tanking. I'm getting the sense he's just like, because he even said, he goes, the most important things to me are being a father and a husband and my meditation. I think he might just go fuck off and just do that now. You know, Louis C.K. had to retire for very different reasons, but it happens.
People are at their most fragile right around the holidays.
That too. I have one more clip on here, and then we'll see what Adam picked up on from this episode. But thankfully, Bill does get into some conspiracy stuff, and you got to remember that his wife is feeding him all sorts of nonsense.
I mean, that's the direct. We're heading towards a cashless, microchipped future. And there's only one thing to blame, and that is immigrants and non-white people. They're the fucking reason why that you blame everything, despite the fact that it's super rich white people fucking you over, and you just keep looking at these people who have no seat at the table and no power to change your fucking life. Yeah, you know, I've given up on it. I have given up on it.
He has such a straw man argument going on where it's like, okay, there's problems in this world, and these people all think it's because of brown people immigrating into the country. But I know that it's rich white people. Like, could it be neither of those things, possibly?
Right. No, we're supposed to go, yay, Bill.
The people, I was talking about this with Miss Judy and Vince the Lawyer on Monday on Point Double Point. People who make everything about race are weird. I find that odd behavior where Bill has to point out it's the rich white people, not the Saudi billionaires. They're actually pretty cool. They share their money with you. These white billionaires, though, they're the problem. I just find that off-putting and kind of a lame take that he has. Adam, what did you pick up on from this episode?
This is he had watched the Diddy doc, and he didn't want to get too into it because he's like, I don't like seeing people. Just check out what happens here in number 3.
Okay.
So I missed the one where they showed his abusive childhood, but I'm like, you know what? I've seen enough of this. I think I've seen enough of this. I don't want to watch anymore. I don't want to watch any more of this this stuff, okay? I had enough bad shit happen to me. I don't need to watch somebody else who had even worse shit happen to them, which made them do even... It's really weird. That whole fucking genre is just weird.
Where was he going with that? You know who's even a worse guy than me is this Diddy character. How so, Bill?
Bill, you kind of trailed off there.
Whoops. Oh, that's interesting.
That's the work. And you saw it's not there because it was a dead stop. He couldn't. Let's see how the Patriots are doing. Like,
yeah, you're right. He couldn't finish that thought because it got too real. That was an interesting conversation he had about this Diddy doc too, where he's just like, I don't know what people's fascination with this is. Everyone's watching true crime stuff and serial killers, and that seems to be what people are into. But meanwhile, like the Diddy doc was one of the main topics, one of the things he wanted to talk about on the show. It's in the title of the episode. So he knows it's salacious and it gets eyeballs, but he's above it though too. He's too good for it.
He really comes off like more like the royalty that he's been spending time with than the Boston guy that is his character. He sounds very aloof.
I've noticed that.
And that's coming from me.
Right. Hollywood Adam, they call him.
Yeah.
Any other clips from this episode? I know I probably stole your thunder a little bit.
No, it's very interesting to see which ones you kept because we were both drawn to the same areas. This is fascinating. He explains why he's not responsible in number 6.
Fucking weirdo, sexy bees, fucking banker, fucking politician, criminal parties, whatever the fuck they're doing. Some Illuminati guy's basement, like whatever the fuck. Like I know that shit has probably always been going on, but we didn't know about it. What? Like I don't want to fucking know about that.
Isn't he the guy who brings the truth or speaks truth to power and stuff, and now he's burying his head in the sand?
How is he supposed to know? It was a different time.
Fair enough.
It was a different era. People knew. You just didn't listen to them. You weren't one of them. Now you are.
Yeah.
Did you hear his keys jingling? That long paw. Like he really wants to get out of there.
Yeah, he's fidgeting with stuff. Yep.
In between this impassioned speech. And check out number 4, and I think we'll understand who he spends time with.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. People, there is a level of society. There is a level. Is it even civil? I don't even know what it is at that point. Where I just think you just have so much fucking money, and you've literally done everything. And it's like, what is there left to do? I don't know. You want to just blow each other, but we're not gay. I know, but what else is there to do? There's nothing. It was something about I can't.
Yeah,
but he doesn't think he's that guy.
No,
it's so bizarre. Someone posted. I saw it on social media. I think the way Bill was dressed for his recent stand-up show, where he's wearing like a flannel and he's got his work boots on, you know, and he just looks like he's
got a lunchbox.
Blue collar Bill. Yeah, right. He's got this paper bag with a sandwich in it. You're like, oh, there's old blue collar Bill over there. He's not fooling anyone.
What is it? All hat, no cattle? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Any other clips from here?
No, that's it. I mean, it should be noted that he's having a crisis because of not understanding the reaction he's getting. It's not like a midlife. It's due to this. And he's using it as an excuse to do all of this soul searching and become this new person that nobody asked him to do. We asked him to do one thing, and he's like, I'll do anything else in the world as much as I can, but that. So
isn't that surprising? Like, he's dug his heels in so deep that now he cannot go back and just go, I fucked up. I didn't handle this well at all.
Yeah, there's not addressing something and just moving on and being yourself. But instead, he's talking about it without talking about it, and it makes it so much worse.
Yeah, he's putting himself through way more torture.
Yeah.
By changing his lifestyle, ruining his stand-up act, ruining his podcast.
Seeking enlightenment.
Right. Why would
fuck you up?
But it's like if you were a criminal, if you were a murderer, we'd be like, we appreciate you're doing yoga. Did you stop murdering people?
right.
You got me.
The meditation's great now. I'm glad that you're
Give us the knife.
Recognizing flaws. We are going to talk about, I got the fighter and the kid. This is great. They have this guy, Timmy No Breaks, on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Who addresses, he was just on Necro Goblin.
You know it.
Yeah. So he comes on the show. That's very interesting. Stuttering John has to respond to Vince the Lawyer being on Point Dabble Point and also address his alcoholism, which is fun. We got to Opie with a new co-host trying out some new things. We got some games like Is It Gay, to Poke a Dabbler, Burr or Opie. So much to get to, but first, I want to thank the people who are supporting the show and participating at supertip.gg/WATP, like AO1012.
Let me tell you how I'm like Opie and Anthony. They got paid to not work, and I paid to get on the air. Oh, wait, I'm not like them at all. Another win for the toe.
That is true. Kim Boley says, I play in both Dabble and LawTube, and Judy is sweet. Love the lady and shitware, but get out now and away from Vince. Judy followed up with me. I've been mailing with her back and forth a little bit, and I think she's got a good head on her shoulders. I think she'll be okay. She seems to recognize what's going on. Hellraiser69.
I'm Gino Bisconte, and I'm a thin-skinned fag who frivolously strike YouTube channels because that's how daddy do. Thanks for the advice, Stuttering John. Oh, and did I mention, and I'm flat broke and being sued by American Express for $30K. Keep that basement warm for us, Michaeline.
Oh, that's brutal. That coming out. It's not good. I was watching John's show on Monday night. We were putting up the Christmas tree. I'm like, I'm going to put on some music. But I was watching it. For a little insight into my world. I was watching it for a second with my wife, and John knows nothing about anything ever. So Keanu comes on as the guest, and every single super chat is about the $33,000 that the Biscontes owe to American Express. And John's going, I don't know what this is. What is this? The guy's just going, I'm going to dress it on my show. And he's like, is this real? So it took like 5 or 6 super chats in a row for John to be like, is there something to this?
Well, he assumes it's an insult directed at him.
Right.
So
it's like, oh, you fucked up?
Right. Yeah, he's not used to that at all.
He loves it. No wonder she's on the show so much.
Right.
Karmic no longer get cooter. Karmic sad.
Trey Peacock fan says, Quadfather was defending his 911 call the other day. No matter what he says, all I see is Easter Island hat in a wheelchair. Damn you, Adam.
He really was just back on the air that day and nothing ever happened and that's it. Did he have an excuse? I just saw him doing business as usual.
Oh, yeah. Quad went on his show. He went on other people's shows and, he keeps explaining that he was really afraid for Chad's life, that Mercer was going to come out guns a-blazing. So he wanted to make sure that didn't happen.
That's so nice of him.
He's so full of shit. Carol's Frosted Tips.
Stuttering John is a good, loyal friend. He always pays the tab and tips generously. His hygiene is above par, and he is truly a gentleman. He is a loyal Trump supporter as well.
Shit cockballs, Elliot, pizza pepperoni, play with my big tits and oil them, headache medicine. Re-SD, fag G, Tadru balls. Hi, Adam.
Hey. It was all over the place. Diane says, could you get AA Judy to do her stand-up on WATP? AA Judy reaction vid to StutJo stand-up. Could AA Judy help StutJo with his stand-up instead of LSAT study? Now, Judy told us on Point Dabble Point that she did stand-up back in the 90s. I believe that was in college, and it was like for a very niche audience. She was a very anti-white man back then. So I would like to hear that stand-up now that I think about it. That'd be great. The Blackcast says, so much for our plan to make it a double date, Adam. I mean, we have to go out of pocket on some of this stuff, guys.
Can't you just be cool? I told you to just hang back. Let me handle it.
That's asking a lot, buddy.
Adam, you are a wise man. Carl, you are a funny man. F Opie, and honestly, F Burr more than Opie. Sweet shoulders, Chris.
Thank you.
Don't draw attention to them. He hates that. Dick Butane says, AA enough with the Diddy Doc Illuminati guy. Got it. You got it. Dimpled balls coming in on supertip.gg/WATP.
This Vince the lawyer seems to be a really good guy. He is inspiring SJ and I to become lawyers.
That is true, which I think will be really good for society if we can get both of those guys to pass the bar. All right, let's check out what's going on, my buddy Brendan Schaub.
Because to me, I'm just like, oh, it's literally a blimp in the road, man.
The Fighter and the Kid with Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub had Timmy No Breaks. Timmy No Breaks is a comic. He does stand up. He's known for Kill Tony, but he came from the world of improv. He does characters, and he comes on the show. And I love that immediately he gets into like, man, people really hate you guys. What's that all about?
I mean, you guys know hate. I have questions about that.
What do you got?
Oh, please.
Well, why are you guys hated so much? Like, why do you guys get all this hate?
Why do we get hate so much?
Yeah.
We've been around for 14 years.
So
forever.
And so what happens?
And then how do you deal with that? Like, what?
We don't.
You're just like, fuck it at this point?
No, we shouldn't say we don't, because I think forever, like, you get advice from like Rogan, bigger dogs, and you're like, just ignore all of it. Just don't. And there's that aspect of it. You don't want to like read all the comments nonstop. But like with the Reddit group we have now, it's like, you know, Nick Simmons, he's like, man, I think you guys should like shine some light on it. Like it's this elephant in the room. Like, it's not a bad thing. There's actually some really funny stuff on there.
So Brendan's got a whole new strategy dealing with the hate. You hear Brian just go, yeah, man, it's just because we've been around a long time. So that's what happens. And nothing's going to change.
Don't deal with it.
Yeah, don't deal with it. And Brendan's like, no. There's this subreddit that everyone goes to and they clown us. And so I think we should start addressing the subreddit. And I think this might be a good strategy for Brendan Schaub if he can handle it well.
But,
well, we're going to find out how that works out throughout this interview. But first, let's find out more about how this subreddit came to be and what's really fueling it.
And that Reddit group started off as a fucking, you know, they were big fans of the show.
Yeah.
Somehow got infiltrated, and there's some evil people.
Well, if you look
there.
at the Kill Tony subreddit, it's the same thing.
It's evil, but you can't let the few evil people dictate all of it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of stuff
like you get more love than hate. I'm sure you get hate.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So Brendan's got to be immediately like everyone gets hate, right? You get hate too, for sure. Now, the reason why the subreddit started is because they disabled comments on YouTube. So the subreddit wasn't necessarily like fans. I mean, there are people watching the show, so there's that.
Sure.
But I think it's people who wanted to discuss what was going on with the show and didn't have another outlet. So they're like, all right, well, let's start up a subreddit and talk about this. And so they kind of created this monster by turning off comments to begin with.
Yeah, you're asking for it.
Never a good move.
No.
And I get it. Your feelings get hurt when you read through those comments sometimes.
But Brendan said somehow the subreddit got infiltrated.
It got infiltrated by evil people.
By the evil people.
The evil people
All right.
infiltrated.
I can see how he can deal with this then.
It was like a Donnie Brasco sleeper cell situation they've been working on a long time.
And I get it. I've been around long enough to understand why he would use a word like evil. There are people who fuck with people in real life. And Brendan Schaub has sued, and I think is actively suing Unique, a YouTuber, for playing clips and making fun of him. So Brendan Schaub doesn't handle these things very well. He has a history of that. But to label these people evil because they're goofing on you is usually a stretch. But Brendan is going to cope pretty hard here.
You've been famous for 6 months.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it famous.
Well,
Like,
but I'm saying you've hit people's radar in the past 6 months.
Yeah. It was nothing.
So the hate, it doesn't get less. The more successful you get,
for sure.
Like
100%.
like Tony gets a ton of hate, right? He's very famous.
A ton.
No one gets more hate than Joe Rogan. Very famous. So it's like it comes with the territory.
See, this is where you lose me, Brendan. You started out in the right footing there.
Let me say it a little clearer for you. You don't boo zeros.
Right. That's what he's saying now. Joe Rogan gets more hate than we do. He also gets way more love.
Yeah.
Than you guys do. Now he's just equating like all famous people get tons of hate. And this is pure cope.
Yes.
It reminds me of Stuttering John when he says all these people are just jealous. That's why they make fun of me. But then he can't figure out why we're not going after George Clooney. He's like, George Clooney's more famous than me. Why aren't you guys going after him? Oh, maybe it's not jealousy. Maybe it has nothing to do with jealousy. Is that possible, John? Maybe we like clowning you because you suck.
Yeah, and you take it so poorly that it's fun.
And Brendan Schaub sits there and he goes, well, it's just famous people get hate. That's just how this works. So Rogan gets hate. He goes, you haven't been famous very long. Trust me.
Yeah,
You'll start getting
my
hate.
elderly parents know who Joe Rogan is. I don't think they've heard of Brendan Schaub.
Well, I think that's what he's saying. Rogan gets more hate than Schaub does.
Oh, okay. I thought he was putting himself in the same league. All
Well,
right.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I heard.
No, I know. It's ridiculous. And I just want to zoom out for a minute and introduce everyone to Timmy No Breaks. Timmy No Breaks is this character that's similar to like a Dice Clay kind of guy. And he's been on Kill Tony. He crushes it on there. And Madison Square Garden show from 3 months ago, he came out. So he's in front of a packed Madison Square Garden. So you got to give this guy credit. He's got some balls. This bit that he's doing is, I think, very funny. His YouTube channel has 122,000 subscribers, and he comes out in front of this audience and pretends that he's like Dice doing his greatest hits. You know, I've seen Dice before, and people insist he do the nursery rhymes, and everyone's like chanting it along with him. And comics hate that. They want there to be an element of surprise to the punchline. That's how comedy works. But sometimes guys just go, this is what you want. Fine.
Yeah, let's get it over with.
Let's do this thing. And so that's kind of the premise that we have here for this routine that I think is very funny.
He's supposed to be in Salt Lake City. Oh my God, there he is. The newest icon. Make some noise for Timmy No Breaks.
Release the doves. Okay, fuck, the doves are dead. I thought leather was more breathable. Let's cut that. Let's take it from the top, guys. Fuck. Shut the fuck up. Guys. Tonight, I'm playing my hits. You know these? You love these. Yell the punchlines out. I recently found out you can get an erection after you die. Yeah. So Bruce Willis could. Die hard. Guys, what the fuck? These are my hits. Let's fucking go. I put my dick in a glory hole the other day. Turns out my sister was on the other side. I'm like, why am I doing this? In my house. Guys, these are my fucking hits. Let's go. This is embarrassing. Last chance, you dumbass retards. I got an STD the other day. Yeah. It was the AIDS. Fuck. Sorry, Tone, I'm sorry. I relinquished my time. That's what. I'm a little stressed, you know? You said MSG, I went to fucking Chinatown. I almost didn't make it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Timmy No.
So, that's just one example of what Timmy No Breaks does. Very talented guy, very unique and clever bits that he does. So as Brendan and Brian are saying, we've been around a long time, so we have all these haters, and the more famous you get, the more haters you get. He makes a really good point.
The time, and inevitably there will be a time where it just doesn't go as well.
Yeah.
I'll probably, like, if people hate on that, I'll probably feel bad. But now when like people like just like somebody just out of pocket will be like, this fucking sucks. It's funny to me.
Yeah,
like it's
of
not,
course.
it's not, because I'm like, it doesn't suck.
see,
It was
for
good.
So it's amazing how you can deal with that when you're like, oh no, I have confidence in my product and I know it's doing very well and a lot of people enjoy it. So if you don't like it, then whatever. And that's the thing that Brendan and Brian do not have. Brendan and Brian are like, why do they hate it so much? Shut off the comments. Stop them. Stop them from talking. Sue them. Stop it. Come on. Don't make fun of us.
They seemed like politicians. As soon as he brought up the question, they didn't even let him finish it or ask a specific question.
Yeah.
He was just like, the hate, and they just started controlling this story because there are cameras on and they needed everyone to know what the truth is. And the truth is what he just said. They don't have a sense of humor about it, and that's it.
And so Brian, I don't even know why he brings this up because this doesn't change anything.
And so for me, I never knew any, like the Reddit thing. I swear to God, I didn't know it exists. My wife was like, it's in the hundreds of thousands or something. And I was like, what is? And she's like, there's a whole fighter in the kids subreddit, which I had actually no idea about until it was coming after him to that extent.
So Brian's just unaware of this stuff. Can you believe? I didn't even know this was going on. So what? Yeah. Neither here nor there. And then he has to throw Brendan under the bus. And then my wife's just like, yeah, they really hate your co-hosts over there. That's the thing they're all talking about. He's like, oh, well, thanks for letting me know. I had no idea what was happening. So Brendan, of course, has come to this epiphany and finally figured it out.
But the more you look into it, like they have some valid points.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like
when they're like, dude,
that was the point I was going to make.
Yeah, they're like, this show used to be fun. Now you guys gotten so political. And that's on me and Brian. Like during COVID, like it was a tough time, and like we were pissed off living in California, man.
Yeah.
So the show did get
But your
very
audience
political.
doesn't want to see that. They don't want to hear you brag. They don't want to hear you fucking talk about your political opinion. They're here for comedy to be and they want you to be a jackass.
They have a valid point.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how it started with, as you pointed out, Adam? Well, it's just we've been around a long time. We're super famous. All famous people have haters. Joe Rogan has more haters than we do. And then as they're talking through it, Brendan's like, and they actually brought up some really good points. The show's kind of been shitty lately and we could do better.
And yet Brian sounds so defensive.
Brian's
talking
so
over
defensive.
him.
Brian does not want this. He's not on board with this strategy.
No.
Obviously. I don't know if he's trying to protect his buddy, Brendan Schaub, again. Like, you're going to get hurt. Don't try to replace these people.
Maybe.
You're just going to get hurt again.
Remember last time?
Yep, you know how this goes. Well, Timmy actually brings up Gringo Poppy. And that, of course, is the stand-up show that is the worst-rated stand-up show in the history of stand-up specials that Brendan Schaub performed. And props to Timmy. He tries to give Brendan some credit here.
Some of them are just so over the top mean that it's funny.
Yes.
It's just so preposterous.
I know.
You know what's funny? Okay, so 2 years ago, somehow, like, I think I was, I don't know, like I pulled up Gringo Poppy again or something.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a comment 2 years ago defending you.
Oh, brother.
Randomly. I was like,
lit up.
No, nobody, like, it was just because it didn't. I was like watching it again. I'm like, this isn't like that. Is it the best stand-up special? No, but like it made no sense. The level of hate that it was getting.
But some of it,
it was like they were jokes, like,
yeah.
so.
And I've only been doing it like, not that long. But the issue is to give some of them credit.
So your guest is helping you out. I wrote a couple of years before I even knew you. It's not that bad. And fucking Brendan Schaub already can't do this well, where he's like already being defensive about it.
Yeah, that's the Brendan I know.
Right. So he's trying to change his ways, but he can't because it's not his real personality. And he gets even more defensive here.
Is like when I went on Schultz's show and he's like, they're talking about the special. He's like, it's not a Bill Burr special. And then I went, whoa, hold on. But nobody in here is. So if you're holding me to that standard, because I hang out with Bill, I hang out with Brian, or I hang out with Joey Diaz or Rogan, or Theo and Chris, my best friends are great comics.
All right.
So I think Andrew Schultz was trying to be polite.
Yes.
Be like, it's not the greatest special, but who are you, Bill Burr?
Yeah.
And instead, Brendan takes it just like, yeah, but you're not Bill Burr either. He's like, yeah, I know. That's not what I was just trying to give you some credit
What
here.
would StutJo do?
Yeah, it's like, you could tell that Brendan Schaub's not going to do well with this new strategy of like leaning into it.
Yeah.
because he's constantly defending himself. In fact, later on in the program, this gets brought up again. He's defending it some more.
The thing, people are like, oh, it's an hour. That was just, it was 22 minutes of stand-up.
Yeah.
It wasn't an hour.
Yeah. You know what I think really kind of fucked you a little bit?
What's that?
Was the way the set looked. Because it looked like the buildings, it just looked a little cheap with the cardboard cutout. And I think that
My
was
thing
something
was also
that
with
people
Brennan, it's
came
like,
at.
you don't have to do a special. Like most people don't do a special until they're 10 years in. It's like, there's no reason to do it right now because it's all downside.
I love that. So Brendan's going, it was only 22 minutes long. People act like it's an hour-long special. It sucked. I mean, I got in and out pretty quick on there. And you have Timmy going, yeah, the set probably didn't help. Yeah, it wasn't conducive to laughs and everything. And Brian Callen just goes, he shouldn't have done that.
Right.
That was really stupid that he even did a special to begin with.
I grounded him after.
Well, it's funny you say that.
Uh-oh.
Because earlier in the program, before the clip we just saw, it gets brought up about like Showtime offered you a special. Did you ever think to like maybe turn it down because you weren't ready?
Like, I don't know. Like you're doing, like you've been, how long you been doing stand-up though?
So I was an improv guy, but stand-up I'm coming up on 3 years. So I'm
now
early
imagine.
too.
So you're fairly new. So imagine,
Very new.
Imagine, yeah. So was I. But imagine 2 years into it, Showtime comes to you and gives you a big paycheck.
I tried to talk him out of it.
Yeah. Did people try to talk you out of it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did people try to talk you out of it? Oh yeah, for sure. And Brian said they're going, yeah, I told him not to. Yeah. Told him multiple times not to take that special.
But he's looking at him like a man rolled up with a shiny ice cream truck and told me to get in back. How could I not? Wouldn't you? And the guy's like, no, I might wait till I'm ready.
Right.
That's my parents told me not to do shit like that.
Which is why I wanted to play you at Madison Square Garden, because this guy is just popped onto the scene recently and he's already so comfortable in front of a huge audience like that to perform an act that doesn't get right to the punchline. Like
Yeah.
there's some build to it, which is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
To do something like that.
It's not easy.
So he's very comfortable.
I imagine.
And so I imagine he's sitting there looking at Brendan Schaub going, yeah, I mean, you could have just said no because the special wasn't going to come out very good. You weren't very good at it. And so it comes up like, yeah, so why did you do it?
Oh yeah.
We almost got a fight over it.
What made you decide to be like, all right, was it the money mostly or was it?
All right, so listen to this answer. Because Brendan doesn't know what his answer is. What did make you do it? Was it the money? Because that's what he said. They handed him a bunch of money. But listen,
I
to
thought
what
he
he
wanted to
said.
bring comedy to Saudi Arabia.
No, you're thinking of a whole different guy. On
Oh
this
shit!
one.
Okay.
Mostly or was it?
No, I always do my own thing. Because I knew I'd get hate from it, but it's like, this is a good opportunity. And it's just what I'm going to do.
He should have listened, but you were a little cocky. That's all. You were young.
So did you do it for the money? No. I just do what I want to do. I just don't listen to other people. And I knew it was going to suck, but I just did it because that's what I do. That's not a good answer at all. A better answer would be, yeah, I did it for the money. Be a way better answer.
And saying 22 minutes doesn't help. It makes it seem like you shouldn't have done it even more.
Yeah.
'Cause you weren't ready.
I imagine that means they cut out things that were even worse than what we saw in the special.
Right.
Because no one goes up and does 22 minutes for their special. The headliners never do that. And Brian, you could tell, is still angry at Brendan Schaub for really dragging their podcast through the mud with these stand-up specials that he did.
You have a lot of confidence, but also arrogance in that sense, in that time. Like our biggest strength is a lot of times our biggest weakness. He's kind of fearless, and I've always loved that about him. Like he's truly fearless.
He has to talk to him like he's a kid. Yeah. Now, he shouldn't have done that. He was being a little arrogant, but sometimes I like that about him. He has a lot of self-confidence, and he'll go try and do whatever he wants to try to do. Sometimes that hurts him. His biggest strength is his weakness, or his biggest weakness is his strength.
We don't say stupid. We say he's fearless. We say he's fearless.
Right. Yeah. So then, and this happens a while after this conversation, but I love this, that Timmy asks, hey, so did you stop doing stand-up? Because as we know, Brendan Schaub famously quit stand-up and said it's because I just need to spend more time with my family, my kids, my oldest needs me getting kicked out of his Little League games.
I was just going to say, I'm not getting kicked out of enough games.
Right. It's very important that I be around him when this is happening. So I don't know if Timmy's doing this innocently or if he knows what he's doing. I think he probably knows what he's doing.
Seems pretty smart.
Yeah, I think he's feeding us homeless cats with this.
I got a question. I that I want to add. Did you stop doing stand up?
Yes, sir.
Why'd you stop?
Few reasons. The biggest was just the time commitment. Like
Yeah,
I couldn't.
it is a lot of time.
I have 3 kids, right? Young kids.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of it is like, you know the hustle, especially you right now. But
On
Callan,
tour,
same.
yeah.
Where the tour sucks, but it's really like you got to work during the week too. And so I was missing a ton of stuff with my kids. A ton, man.
You just did. You never liked traveling.
I hate traveling, but
Bride's always got his back. Remember, you also don't like traveling. Remember, that was another excuse that you had. Oh, right. Don't like the travel.
And COVID quarantine. Remember to mention quarantine.
Yeah, don't forget about that, Brendan. So, Brendan, time commitment was too much. Those kids are so important to him. But he will move them to Austin.
Yeah, that'll solve everything.
Keep the fighter and the kid going where none of their friends are, and they have to uproot their lives. Neither here nor there.
And Brian's like, I told him not to.
And Brian also told him not to do that.
The school systems are better. Remember, better weather.
But the best is Timmy following up with that. So he's not just going to let that sit there with like, oh, the kids. So Timmy's like, well, did it have anything to do with the hate?
since I'm able to stop it, I'm okay. So I didn't have to do it. When you don't have to do it, it's like I can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out of stand up, especially me. Like I have to be all in. I couldn't be all in.
Yeah. And did like the hate get to you too, and like make you?
No,
So
that
it wasn't that.
No,
you could
I'm
have
sure they'll
kept
take
doing
credit
it.
for. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I looked at it as almost a positive thing. Like, damn, I can step away from stand up and my life doesn't change financially. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can always go back to it too. Do you think you'll go back or
Never?
That's the best. That is the best part of this. Why did you quit? Because I need to spend time with my kids who are young and growing up. Okay, so you'll go back to it? Never.
Plus, he has to be all in, all 22 minutes in.
Right, yeah. He didn't commit to it ever in his life. But now it's the most important thing.
The way he's giving this podcast everything he's got.
Yeah. He just admitted they're phoning it in. It's not funny and they're not being entertaining anymore. And
He also
recognized
stopped
that
being
from the
funny. If he ever was funny, he stopped because that's not a part of what he does. If he was funny, people would say, you should be hitting the clubs. You should be out there. They really come off like Jordan Peele when he plays a woman, a white woman. That's like Brendan. And Keegan's him, Callan. And they're both like this unhappy married couple that hate each other and have to like get ahead of everything the other one says.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're in it for the kids. Sometimes it's for the sponsors.
Well, I think what Carl means there is.
Yeah, please, because I'm going to get grilled on the subreddit. So help me out with this one.
Luckily, there's no hate there.
There's no hate on our subreddit. Just a couple evil people.
Could you imagine Brendan curating like internet news and he has to read it? And he's like, oh, I'm not reading that.
They actually bring that up. I think that's a new segment they do. I don't know if it's just on their Patreon, but they do actually like read threads from the subreddit now because they're trying to lean into it.
Oh.
And
how's that going?
Well, I'll keep an eye on it.
All right. I will too.
I'll certainly keep an eye on it. I think it's, if I'm going to send Adam and Christian to Bill Burr, I think I can probably afford the Fighter and the Kid Patreon.
Yeah.
You know, that should probably come out of the budget as well for this show.
Now that
All
we're
right, coming up.
dates.
Fine, bring plus ones. I don't know if I'm going to reimburse everything, but we'll
Christmas.
see. Coming up, we have Stuttering John. You know, I've been talking about this contest that we're running for Melendez Law. What's the tagline? John won't tell us. So we'll get into some of that. Of course, John also talking about Vince the lawyer, talking all sorts of mad shit about him on Point Dabble Point, his reaction to that. Opie Radio. Opie tries out a new co-host, but he also has Ron on. So we got Opie and Ron. We got Is It Gay coming up, Opie or Burr game to poke a dabbler, voicemails. There's so many reasons to stick around. So we appreciate you guys doing that. We also appreciate you guys supporting the show. Supertip.gg/WATP or right here on YouTube. The Greater Good says Judy chose her YouTube channel name so it'd show up first in the yellow pages. That's a really funny joke.
That's pretty good.
I like it.
It might be true.
Kitty1071 gifted a Who Are These Podcasts membership. And I appreciate that because people who get that membership can go right over to the membership tab and check out the latest bonus episode we just released yesterday, Living in the Past with Stuttering John. And actually all of the Living in the Past with Stuttering John series when you do become a member on this channel. So thank you for doing that, Kitty. But wait, Kitty did it again? Another gifted membership. And wait, Kitty did it again. 3 gifted memberships from Kitty. We appreciate the support on that and helping out the whole WATP community with it. All right, let's get into my buddy Stuttering John.
Bloody ass. Can I get a little sympathy? Because I got a bloody ass. I'm bleeding generously because I got a bloody ass.
So John is going to take the LSAT, go to law school, pass the bar, and then start up his own law firm, Melendez Law. And he has a tagline already figured out for it, but he won't tell it to us because then someone else will trademark it and mess with them. So he can't do that. So I've been asking people, what would his tagline be or his slogan? I've been getting some suggestions. So Rick says, $50 off hourly rate for every 12-pack consumed while working on your case, Skull. Sounds a little wordy. Good deal, though. Could end up being free. Here's another one. I never struck a jogger and tried to flee the scene. It's very specific for some reason. I like JP's slogan. He says, just sue it.
Not bad.
That's pretty good. Bob's neighbor says, where we like to sue the shit.
That's it. Bring in his voice a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good. From Alex, he says, Melendez Law. Not reading that.
You're blocked.
Rob Saul actually sent in a couple suggestions. He says, Melendez Law, when they draw first blood. Yeah. Or, Melendez Law, yeah, I have a diploma, you fuckwad. It's a little aggressive, but I can see that.
He chose that over other words. He chose those.
He chose fuckwad.
Never heard John actually say fuckwad.
No.
Rob Saul would know. He was a co-host for all that time.
Yeah, he should know.
Then we got some people sending in some logos with taglines, which is also great.
This is great.
Yeah, Chris Angler sent this one. Melendez Law, worksite contingency? No, money down. A nice Simpsons reference there. This one came in from Adam. Melendez Slaw, attorneys at law, we won't trash your family. And this one from TF. If people make fun of you, we're going to sue. Have you been called drunk? Have you been called a deadbeat dad? Have people said that you didn't graduate college? Have you been told that you're not funny? Have people said that they'd have sex with your mother? Have people said that you didn't write for Howard Stern? Melendez Law Firm.
I love it. It's Coke Jaw John.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This guy TF has been sending in a bunch of stuff. Like I mentioned on the show a week or two ago that John was eating his Hungry Man. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, they probably got rid of Lonely Man because people don't want that in their bins when they're walking through the grocery store. This is what a Lonely Man TV dinner looks like. Bologna sandwich with Coors Light. No self-awareness, no friends, no family.
I don't like roaches, you dumb fuck.
Right.
It's a good source of energy.
TF also sent me in my own logo for Just Do It. So thank you for doing that. Guys, keep these coming in. We appreciate people coming up with different taglines for John's new law firm. All right. Stalin 19 pulled a clip from John's show yesterday, and there wasn't a lot going on in the show yesterday. So I think this is probably the perfect content for us to tackle.
When I confronted Mr. and Bessie texted me this morning to tell me that he did not trash me, and those dorks actually believed he would. Now, I don't know which one it is, but according to my sources, he was calling me an alcoholic and all this other nonsense.
No, this is what's great about this. A few things. First off, John did 2 shows on Monday. He was off for a little while. He came back Monday and did 2 shows. He looks like he was up all night. He's got those hangover baggy eyes going on this episode.
He looks like he just ran a 10K in that outfit.
Yeah, right. It's all stretched out and wet. So John goes, Vince the lawyer messaged me and said that he didn't trash me on Point Double Point, but I'm hearing word from other sources that he was trashing me and he called me an alcoholic. The entire episode is still up online. Like I said, it's 19,000 views on the Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channel. You can go on there. You can click the transcript button. You can do a Control F or a Command F for the word alcoholic or anything else you want to search for that Dwarfy might have called you. John can do zero work. He's just like, he told me one thing, but I don't know if I believe him because people are telling me another thing.
It's almost like he deliberately wants gray area and doesn't want to know it. I mean, we do know that he's very, very lazy.
He is lazy, but you're right. That's a good point. He doesn't want to know if Vince said something horrible.
Yeah.
Because then
it's easier to deflect somehow.
Yeah.
Which is what if he does have a skill besides not being embarrassed, it's his deflection.
Mhm.
It's constant.
It's the ability to be not in the know.
Yeah.
I'm never in the know, so I don't have a strong opinion on anything.
But, I mean, if you're going to call me an alcoholic, at least get it right. It's functional alcoholic.
Guys, I'm not a sociopath. I'm a charismatic sociopath. Why does that matter if he's a functional alcoholic? He said this himself. He's like, oh, I'm not an alcoholic, I'm a functional alcoholic. Yeah, that's just a version of an alcoholic.
I'm a likable deadbeat dad.
Right, yes. I know the qualifier doesn't change anything, idiot.
Are you drunk while you're saying this? Then maybe you're an alcoholic.
Right.
But again, if you're going to call me an alcoholic, it's like I get the premise because I'll do a drunk stream every now and then.
Oh, right. We see him drunk every now and then. So then we jump to this conclusion.
It's a character he does.
Maybe he's an alcoholic.
I get it. So based on that objective data, you would then assume that I'm an alcoholic. But remember what happens when you assume. You make an ass out of you and me. So if you really look at the objective data, which is on a normal day, does a Duke wake up and start drinking? The answer would be no. Does the Duke start drinking at 4 o'clock in the afternoon? For the most part, the answer would be no.
No, he starts at 3. I mean, everyone knows that. Holy shit. So he's not an alcoholic because he doesn't drink in the morning? He doesn't start drinking at 4.
On normal days, and for the most part.
For the most part on normal days, right. I mean, are the Yankees playing a day game? Is it a doubleheader?
That's
that
not
changes
normal.
everything. That's not normal, right.
Then you got to go, well...
This is the objective data, by the way. I want to remind
his
everybody.
phrase of the day, obviously.
Yes, let's not forget this is objective data.
Yeah.
When did the Duke start drinking last night?
Well, a better question would be like, did the Duke drink last night?
Did he stop?
Before we
And
can
then
start
the
this
answer-
research, are you a Duke? No. Okay.
Drinking last night. And then the answer would be 6:30.
Okay.
Now,
what's the square?
The Duke watched the game, probably stopped drinking it by the third quarter of his Busch beer.
Okay, so the game started at 8:15.
Okay.
So he probably stopped drinking by the third quarter. It just was last night. If he had his wits about him, he'd probably know the answer to that. So when did you pass out in front of the TV? I remember there was time left in the third quarter last time my eyeballs were open. You know what I mean? Like that's basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
He drank from 6:30 until 10:30 straight and then passed out in front of the television. Which proves he's not an alcoholic.
So then you go, okay, so right about the third quarter, I stop. And then I eat my Wendy's chili. John, you and...
It's not a good brag.
No.
Then I eat my Wendy's chili. Now, there's 2 ways you can get Wendy's chili, and unfortunately, I know this. You can purchase it at Wendy's.
By sending me to get it.
That's true. Or They sell it at the grocery store now.
Oh,
you can buy canned
Oh, no.
Wendy's chili. Is John purchasing? I would imagine he had that canned, ready to go. Got himself nice
for
and
a
drunk.
special occasion.
Yep, was
The
ready for a
game.
snack, and busted out the Wendy's mass-produced chili.
Do you think he drinks it out of the can and goes skull?
He puts the can in the microwave, and he's just like, "Oh, another microwave! Shit the bed on me!" Yeah.
You can't hide in there forever.
Oh God.
There's a super chat that he has pulled up here, and I watched the original version, the Stalin 19 didn't do, and it's just a giant erect penis. Yeah, you can't miss it. It's just a guy with a big boner hanging out. But he says, "Hey John, you inspired me to stop drinking alcohol."
Inspire me to stop drinking alcohol. Hey, anything I could do to help. Skull! Nothing like a Gatorade after a good day of working out. If you saw, I mean, like, I got to be honest with you. And I listen. Obviously, I put you guys on when I had this bloated ego. It's pretty much, I'm a goof of mine.
His narcissism is a bit? I had no idea.
I say this too often, but it reminds me of Opie when he thinks that he's letting us behind the scenes. He's like, yeah, sometimes I play the asshole.
Right, yeah. I've noticed in this comments, you guys think I'm being a narcissist, like on a bloated ego. I mean, you guys do know that's a bit, right?
Right.
Now, what's great here is that he tries to set it up with, guys, I'm playing around when I'm bragging all the time. And then decides to start bragging about everything.
But this is the first time I'm going to say this, like, in all seriousness. But when I was in the gym doing curls, of course, 25-pound dumbbell curls coming backwards down.
There was a dumbbell, all right.
To build the forearms. And you can see they're coming in. You see the forearms are starting to get big?
Guys, I'm going to be serious with you for a minute. Let's talk about these forearms.
My arms are coming in.
Can you see my arms coming in?
That's the funniest thing he's ever said.
He looks like he's being held up by string.
Yeah.
Soon you're going to be calling me Popeye. But I looked at my body and I'm starting to have that triangle effect because I'm doing the free weight with the chest. So now it's starting to really come down.
No, your triangle's upside down. The other way. You put it the wrong way.
Oh my God.
Triangle Man. That's got to be a parody out here somewhere, right?
Oh, there's a few in here. God, again, when he's not trying to be funny.
It's hysterical. He's like, guys, I know that when I brag, it seems like I'm just being boastful. I'm just joking around. But let me tell you about my forearms and my pectoral muscles, because I would be serious about this. What an asshole.
I might have to lose some jokes on stage because I used to goof myself being fat.
Guys, these self-deprecating jokes aren't going to hit when I'm looking so buff. That's going to be a real problem for me.
It happened to Joe Piscopo.
So I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
When do you?
Dude, he once told us he has over 2 hours of material.
Yeah.
Because someone asked her, like, how can we keep doing the same old jokes? And he's like, I'm just used to my routine. This is what I do. And now he's going, I got to take those self-deprecating fat jokes out of my act. What am I going to do? I mean, you can fill in the other 65 minutes of material you have there, John. Find some of that to work with.
Could also grab his dog, get on the boat, and just write some new stuff.
That's true. 5 minutes a day.
But I'm telling you right now, ladies, I mean, now's the time. I might be 60, but 60 is a new 40.
Guys, things are selling over here. If you don't get in on this soon, you might miss out. So, ladies, get over here quick. He's so desperate. It's been so long since he's gotten laid. He's so desperate. Every conversation turns into, so who wants to fuck me? So are we fucking? I'm a triangle over here. All right, so this goes on. He starts talking about how everyone's been calling him a creep lately because he just hits on women nonsense and is very creepy about it.
and you're awfully cute. And why aren't we allowed to say that anymore? Like, why is it me being a creep if I hit on Miss Judy? Why is that being a creep? You know, it used to be where you could say, you know, hey, darling, why can't you compliment women anymore? Is that now a crime? I mean, like it's like you're afraid to say, hi, honey, can I take you out to dinner? Like if you say that, you're suddenly a creep.
It's because you don't take no for an answer. It's because you've asked Judy out multiple times. She keeps telling you she lives in North Carolina. She's trying to be polite. When she says, John, I don't drink beer. She's trying to be polite. That's why you come off as
So
a
buy me
creep.
something else.
Right, that's why you come off as a creep. Because you keep asking over and over again for women to go out with you. And they keep saying no.
What changed? I mean, I used to ask, isn't that the whole, how else do you meet your wife or your girlfriend? You got to ask him out.
See, the thing that John's struggling with here is that he has no game.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to be famous and younger.
Right.
So didn't have to have as much game back then. But now he's got no money and no fame. And he looks terrible.
That's the part he doesn't understand. He's like, what changed, John? You changed. When you were 20 and had long hair and were a rocker dude and you said, hey, honey, I want to take you to coffee, maybe she'd say yes. Now it's not this, hey, honey, hey, baby. Like you look like a ghoul. It is an assault when you do it now. It's wet and it's possibly they're contracting something.
His shirt collar is trying to get away from him. What do you think the women in his life are doing? He looks terrible.
His face is falling off of his face.
I know, right? He was like a Nazi at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark. And meanwhile, he's sitting there going, why is it that women don't like it when I hit on them? And he's saying it earnestly into the camera. Can you believe women don't want to get wasted with me? Yes.
I mean, like, how is that suddenly, how does that make you a creep?
No,
Please.
it makes you a creep, John. Makes you a creep.
And why do you, John, why do you get to decide what makes Miss Judy feel creeped out? Why do you get to decide that?
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, how does that make you a creep? Please explain. Sunflower Dragon, somebody. How does it make you creep? If I say
Chili
you
Credit.
have a beautiful face, so is that creepy?
No, it's just not a good pickup line.
In most settings that he's in, that is a very creepy thing to say. Don't say it
is.
to the person doing your hair. Don't say it to your waitress. Don't say it at
Don't
the
say it to
drive-thru.
the law tubers coming on your show to talk about law with you. Idiots.
Sir, this is a drive-thru. You haven't seen my face.
I could just imagine.
Like how? I mean, I don't understand, like, what happened in this society.
What happened?
And I know John's a creep for hitting on Miss Judy. Why? Why? I'm a single man.
You sure are.
I don't get that whole.
The most single man there ever was.
The singlest.
A single hungry man.
I don't get it. What changed? What? Because I'm 60 now? So 60-year-olds aren't allowed to go out on dates? Now we're too old at 60? Jeez, like you can't even say Sunflower Dragon. That's a pretty picture.
Wow.
That was Porky Pig. That's an amazing photo. That's an amazing photo. That's a great picture. Pretty picture. Wow. What an idiot. Also, I like that John's pulling the ageism card now. Oh, you won't go out with me? What are you, ageist?
Right.
Is it because I'm Puerto Rican?
So he keeps asking this question over and over, and then he's like, oh, I got the answer.
Yeah.
Because I'm 60, isn't it?
Is that why? Is that why you guys don't like me anymore? Yeah, Kate Meany's 25. Yeah, she doesn't want to go out with a 60-year-old. Correct. You're hitting on the wrong girls.
Oh, now I'm a creep. It's amazing to me. I would love it if a girl said to me, man, you're really handsome.
Wouldn't you, though? Wouldn't that be amazing?
Even in his heyday.
I would love it if someone was attracted to me. Yeah, we know. That's why it's funny.
Love that. Many have.
Well, then you're loving it.
Yeah, did you see that face he made? He's like, no one's buying that.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the past 5 years, but still.
Well,
okay. A lot was just revealed. So when he gave that little face, like many have, he's bragging about his body count. You know, he talks about 300 ladies that he's slept with. That's creepy. That's you being a creep when you do that. And then when he actually admits it's been 5 years, I've been saying this for a while. John hasn't gotten laid since COVID. And I can't imagine he got a lot of pussy in the years leading up to COVID. He had nothing going on in his life.
And if he did sleep with them, they did not think he was handsome.
I mean, there was that one lesbian who missed dick. Let's not forget about that.
You know what? I miss penis.
That's how every love story starts. That's a good meet cute. I'm not even attracted to men, but you want to put your boner in me? Sure. All right, I'll come back to your place.
For old time's sake.
Why not?
Vince said, Duke, you are not a creep. These dogs never talk to a girl. Yeah, it's like, I say Vince, and he says Miss Judy was not creeped out at all. I think Vince's wife is hot. Am I allowed to say that?
No.
Or does that make me a creep?
That's creepy.
Well, you also talk about having sex with her.
Yeah.
A lot. That you don't just say she's hot. You say what you would do with her if you got the chance to do that. I should point this out. I forgot to mention this earlier when I played the clip at the beginning where Vince said that he stuck up for John even though we wanted Vince to trash him. I literally texted with Vince before the show because Vince is like, John's never going to talk to me again. I said, just be Team John. You'll be fine. I was fully prepared for him to come on and be the guy who's defending John Melendez. I expected that. But Vince was actually pretty tame in that episode.
Woke dad, alcoholism.
Alcoholism. That might be a sign right there, John. Can you pronounce alcoholism is a good question.
Creep. Woke dad, alcoholism is defined not by a specific time of day you start drinking, but rather patterns of behavior and dependence. You, sir, are a drunkie. Skull. Well, okay, patterns of behavior. Well, am I an angry drunk? No. Do I get, belligerent? No. Has drinking ever adversely affected my employment? No. Have I ever missed a day's work because of drinking? No.
All right.
These are all obviously questions he's heard before.
I know. And also, I'm calling bullshit on that. I've missed so many days of work because of drinking. What's wrong with that? You've never called in sick because you're hungover?
Yeah, it's a personal mental health day.
Right, of course. Yeah, today the kids call it PTO, but
these are also mostly moods. This is not what a pattern is. These are feelings and events.
Yeah. Am I belligerent? Yeah, I've seen you be belligerent. Mm-hmm. I remember the video of him running around Pickwick because someone was parked behind him. And he was screaming about the person moving their car. Seemed a little belligerent and angry. An angry drunk as well. But it's only because the Giants lost. So I got to give the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Is my liver okay? And
probably not. I don't know. You do drink that water with your Busch Light, so there's that.
Has it been recently checked? Yes. So maybe you should go back to Psychology Digest and put in all those and fill in all those answers there. Maybe you'll come up with a different assessment because what they look at, what an alcoholic is now.
Yes. How angry they get when they're drinking. That's what they always look at to determine if you're an alcoholic or not.
He seems pretty fucking angry.
He does, yes. When he's accused of being an alcoholic, he gets very upset. Even though earlier in this clip, he admitted that he is an alcoholic, but a functional alcoholic.
Is quite different than what it would be viewed as now. Do you know they say that if you have more than 5 drinks a week, you're an alcoholic? That's what it says. That's what it says. You think I'm kidding? If that's the case, then every single one of us are alcoholics.
John doesn't know that people don't drink alcohol.
No.
He doesn't know that there's a huge percentage of people who don't drink 5 drinks a week. He's like, 5 drinks a week? I mean, obviously we're all doing that.
He only hangs out with people from bars. It's his whole world. He
true.
doesn't know people that don't. And it runs in his family, and it's the only friends that will still tolerate him. It's the
Yeah.
only way you can hang out with him. If you're not drinking, you're not hanging out with John. He's not hanging out with you. So he believes this.
He does.
This is an alcoholic. Every single one of us. 5 drinks a week? Come on, bruh. What not, Chaser? Thanks for the 99 cents. Wherever shall I spend it? 5 drinks? Jeez. 5. I have 5 beers in 1 hour. Not really, but
That's a pattern.
Yeah, right? Now, with beer bath, that's only 4 drinks, guys. So
Objective, Your Honor.
Objective. So that's John talking about his alcoholism and how creepy he is. And I guess he's on the outs with Vince. I was watching it with Cardiff before we came on today. And Cardiff asked John, why is Vince allowed to get away with all these things that he finds so egregious that other people do? And John's answer was, I have him blocked right now. So I guess right now, John and Vince are on the outs. I'm sure Vince will be back on his show tomorrow.
Yeah.
John will get hungry.
Yep, would be my guess on that. All right, we still have Opie Radio coming up. Opie was on with Ron and another new co-host that he's working out. Opie's always trying new stuff. We appreciate that. We have a round of Is It Gay? We have the Opie or Burr game, to Poke a Dabbler, voicemails, reviews. So much to get to still on Who Are These Podcasts. We appreciate the over 1,400 people who are here watching us. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Grab a membership while you're here. Gift a membership while you're here. Or go to supertip.gg/WATP and participate in the show. A perfect 10 in honor of Adam Busch's responsible driving of a minor. She was impressed, still is.
I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good. Driving of a minor doesn't sound good.
No. But I'm responsible. Perfect 10. There's honor there. But Skull! Thanks
for the $10, Anonymous. All right.
Islanders law. If you don't hire us, you're a dumb fuck.
That's pretty good. Yeah. AO1012 says, Shuli hates him, but VTL was a good ad to Point Dabble Point. Yeah, I got a lot of shit from people who were not thrilled to have him on there. But I thought he was all right. I thought he, for the most part, was pretty cordial.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I expected.
But let's talk to Judy for the most part, which was good. Oh, Judy was fantastic.
Yeah.
We learned so much about Miss Judy.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to talk about her breasts for 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
That's for sure. But she brought it up. What's a guy to do? Someone talks about getting breast surgery. Check that out on the Who Are These Podcasts YouTube channel if you haven't already. Point Double Point from this Monday.
She grew up loving American culture in a way that I think even we didn't. She put things American, wanted to assimilate, and really appreciated all of those. So, and the obsession with accents and class and all that kind of stuff runs, very rampant in that kind of world. So I think she was being a little disingenuous, and she was like, I didn't expect all this attention. It was like, you do stand-up comedy, you do a law show, you knew what was coming, Judy. Come on. Keep playing us. We love it.
No, we do love it. We hope that Judy gets back on John's show soon. I'm rooting for her. Captain Cheese, $5. How is John a functional alcoholic? He can't hold down a job, and his family abandoned him. And when he did have a job, he was drinking there too.
I didn't want to nitpick, but that is a very good question.
It's a great question. It's not a nitpick thing at all.
No. When he was saying that he was a
Stephanie Miller.
functional alcoholic.
Yeah.
I'm like, how?
Yeah. Nothing's functioning right now.
I don't drink on the job because I got fired, you dumb
I
fuck.
don't have a job.
I can't disappoint my family if they're not here.
Preacher Bill.
I watched Cardiff on SJ today. He did a great job of letting SJ show the world what he really is.
Yeah, that was a long debate that went back and forth. You missed that, Adam?
I did. What happened? Oh, no.
Cardiff was the special guest on Stuttering John's show today.
But he doesn't show his face. He's a
know.
coward who hides behind a mask.
That was a lot of the discussion, actually, today. Funny you say that.
Yeah.
John's not happy about that at all.
Fantastic.
Yo. My knickers. Stuttering,
puts his curling those dumbbells hard. So he has that rock-hard prison body for his 8 days in jail for sharing pictures of that naked Tootsie.
Only Slapperoonie. He's going to be getting in the slammers from a knee crow hog.
Oh, boy. I know what that means.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Dang Lizard coming in.
You can't even compliment women anymore. Why can't you say, hey, sugar tits, are you a third input kind of gal? What changed? Why does that make you a creep?
That's basically what John was saying. Captain Cheese says, John's so trapped in the past he hasn't realized he's a 60-year-old ghoul with none of Stern's fame or Leno's money to open women's legs for him. He really is confused by that. I thought that was fascinating. It was just like, what happened? What changed here? I don't even get it. I just say
it's this administration.
Yeah, I just say, hey, nice face, baby. You do? Don't do that.
You might want to work on that.
Yeah. Work on your pickup lines, idiot.
He's so intolerant of anyone that doesn't immediately get to his level on any of the LGBTQ. He's just like, he wouldn't tolerate that kind of conversation of someone going, when did this change? I can't use these pronouns. None of it makes sense. It didn't used to be like this.
That's a good point.
LGBTQ plus.
The great Missy B is here. Says, John is such a wet brain. He'll forget the tagline by the time he fails the LSAT. Oh, I know. It'd be great for him to like reveal it once he realizes he's not going to law school, but there's no way he wrote it down. And if he did, he'll lose it. I do want to know what it is, though. Bonkers Feline Sheila. Big fan, but looking at Vince on PDP as your Riyadh moment, why was he included? See, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people were very upset with us for having VTL on the show. Him and Judy came as a package deal. Mm-hmm. Now that I've direct communication with Judy, can we get her without Vince? I think so. I plan on doing that hopefully in the near future. And of course, Judy will be on Lucy Does Dabbleverse going over the Lowell suit, which I'm very excited to watch.
That's fantastic.
Nick Saw says, Melinda's Law, want a payday? Wait for it. That's good. Mm-hmm. Associate producer Ralph says, just sue it for the win. That's a fact, Jacques. Great job today, associate producer Ralph, if that is your real name. Good job getting on John's show. Stephen Bravo became a YouTube member. Thank you for doing that, Stephen Bravo. Of course, there's a brand new bonus show that we just put out yesterday, Living in the Past with Stuttering John, that goes back into John's podcast where he's arguing with Twidiots for 45 minutes straight. Just people who made fun of his Uber joke.
Yeah.
And he could not get over it. He was so upset. It's very fun to listen to what John used to be when he acts like, I don't know what happened. All these guys just started making fun of me. I don't know what I ever did to deserve this.
If Tom Cruise responded to his tweets like that, there'd be podcasts about him too, and we'd be following his every move.
There most certainly would be.
Not about jealousy. And about times changing, there's a meme making the rounds right now that's just a random clip of the Howard Stern show doing the Butterface contest, and where they had women with bags over their heads.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And it's just a kind of like, look at what the world used to be. It's not even specific about Howard, but they're just showing this
that's interesting. Yeah, you can
cultural
never get away
moment
with that now.
John doesn't know that. He has no idea.
All right. I mean, I think generationally people stay kind of the same. I think John just turns these women off. I think he's just gross and grotesque. And he's got terrible game.
Oh, both are true. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even if he was a nice guy like Honey, it doesn't fly anymore. You don't walk up to someone you don't know and say, darling. You just don't.
I know. He used both of those.
Yeah.
He said honey and darling. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Idiot.
He doesn't understand why somebody wouldn't like a pronoun or a nickname, like they would want to be called something. He's not in favor of that kind of progress.
You could call me the Duke. In fact, I prefer it. All right. Speaking of people who are out of touch.
Ba, 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 ba.
Now, of course, this is Adam's beat. He's checking in on the Opster, who's still streaming every morning. Am I correct?
He is.
That's fantastic. I love that.
You would not know that he was mourning. It is back to business as usual for him.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah, the hiccup with his mom passing away was definitely a difficult time for all of us to get through, but I'm glad that he's back to entertaining the masses and making $15 to $18 in super chats for an hour's worth of work.
On a good day, yep.
Had a good day, yes. He's not complaining about getting $0. Where are we going to begin? Is this on the 7th of December?
Yeah, we're going to begin there. Since he has a good thing going with Ron the waiter, he decides, let's not have Ron on and have on Ron's friend that he's slightly competitive with to be his co-host. So we're going to hear him address something he's never fully admitted and then bring in his co-host.
Uh-oh. Why isn't that working? Oh, I see why. Uno momento, por favor. I have to pull up this file in a different manner.
Unless I'm mistaken, he's never addressed his secret Asian eyes, has he?
That's a good question. I know it's been brought up to him before.
And he gets mad and he blocks you.
He gets mad.
Yep. Because that's that's an evil person who's infiltrated his chat.
Where the fuck am I? Oh my gosh. I am screwing this all up. I should have had this pulled up by now.
The professionalism.
Thank you. We're doing this. We're making it happen.
Yeah, I was watching. But my eyes are more effed up than usual. Usually they're like, they're barely open. But now they're pretty much closed. Although they're a little better today because I found out over the weekend, and I've been suspicious of this for years, because right around this time of year every year, I get very swollen eyes, and I finally figured it out. I finally figured it out this year that I am allergic to Christmas trees. Tony P.
Good job. Good job.
Wow, his eyes that's nuts. So he didn't know that he's bringing in a tree that he's allergic to. He's been doing this since he's 62 or 63 years old. He's just figuring this out now.
It's also not just during this time of year. It's year round that he looks like that.
I mean, it's worse than usual, wouldn't you say?
Sure. It starts this way in the morning. It gets a little better as he wakes up, is what he used to always say. Why did he just say he's been dealing with this for years if every time we mentioned it, we were insane and he blocked us?
That's a good point, because it's just the haters who are, hey, I'm getting older and why is the light shining on my face? Please put the light behind my face, everybody, so you don't see it.
So he brings in Tony to replace Ron, and Tony has a catchphrase that he says a lot. See if you can pick up on it. Here's an example of it.
Listen, I have Greek dogs, you understand?
What's
and
a
my
Greek
dogs.
dog? That's it. He says you understand. That's
you
his thing.
understand. Okay. So is he doing a character right now, or is that just the way that he talks about stuff?
That's his stand-up. He's a comedian, and that's his kind of character. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's his hamburger.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
he tries to
Can
work
get
it
down
as
with
much as possible. Here's where he really makes it clear to Opie that that's his catchphrase.
Okay.
24 to 48 hours a week away from their spouses.
Right.
You understand?
I understand.
You're
And they
hanging out with your buddies, chilling, playing.
Poor Opie. Yeah, I understand. Yes, I understand. Wait, what's the drop that you have from Butters? I know, I'm making you.
Yes, I know what you were saying. You don't have to keep asking.
Right. Opie fell for that.
You're going to hear how Opie takes that in the next couple clips.
Okay.
I'll turn this off and I won't even see any of this shit until the next time I turn it on. Do you understand? But if these people came.
All right. Opie's getting some of his own medicine back. I like that.
Yeah, they use my Spotify to play their music, so it messes up my Spotify. Do you understand?
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yep.
What an asshole. Two can play this game. Catchphrase, Tony. I gotcha.
He is the worst interviewer possible. Look at what he does to his new co-host.
Why aren't you more of a mess than you are?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out, bro. I really can't.
No, I say this nicely because I'm getting to know Tony P. We've known each other, I don't know, about 6 months or so.
Yeah.
One of my newer friends. But Tony P's mom didn't want Tony P. But the procedure, we got to kind of be a little careful here, even though everyone knows what we're talking about. The procedure didn't work, and that's the only reason Tony's here. That's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, bro. She wanted to
You know what's
flush the
crazy
toilet.
about that she would tell you.
That's
or that you would bring it up.
Yeah, that you would tell us.
Yeah, that seems. Is that part of his act or something?
I hope so.
Right?
So, like, to this day, when he sees a clothes hanger, he's like, whoa, I think almost got me. Be careful with that. Stairs,
Didn't he just spend like 2 episodes talking about how his mom did that to him and how it's the reason why everything bad happened in his life? Didn't that just happen, or did I just imagine that?
That his mom tried to abort him and it didn't take?
His mom kept saying, I didn't want all these kids. Why did I have to have all these kids?
That's right. She did talk about how she
His
wished she got an
brother
abortion.
moved out, and his mom said, I should have had an abortion.
That's right. And it really like fucked with his head. I forgot about that already. And
2
here
days
he is
later-
going, hey, so I heard your mom tried to abort you. It didn't work. That's fun.
It's his opener. It's his introduction of
Oh,
Tony
no.
to us. So Tony's going to answer it.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a bunch of us that aren't supposed to be here, but our parents never fucking said it.
Yeah, but she said it. She probably said it in a moment of frustration. She might have fucking hated me. You understand? She might have resented me. I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I resent you.
Oh, because I'm sure there's a bunch of people that were failed abortions. Is that a typical thing that happens? Yeah, we tried to abort it, but this is a fighter. Sorry. I feel like they got that procedure down at this point, right?
Yeah, you know it.
I mean, if they do fail, you can go back again, I guess. Shop around.
Yeah. Can we try a twofer?
And poor Tony, at the end here, he's like having to defend his being alive to this guy.
Right, yeah. So why are you alive? I don't know, man.
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
And if that's not worse, look what happens when he just tries to tell a simple story.
did I ever tell you that story? I was working as a production coordinator.
Yeah, you told it at Get Parts, and we all were
Okay.
like, "This story stinks."
It sucks. Come on.
It didn't go anywhere. We didn't know what you were talking about. Something about a teapot, Madonna. We didn't understand the
No,
story.
I ended up getting a teapot. I was working in in production. I was a production.
Wait, you're actually going to
coordinator.
tell it again, are you?
Well, I was a whatever.
Tony,
No,
were you thinking to yourself, this is going pretty well. I got to ruin it.
That's a.
Oh, Opie. The only thing that's getting ruined is your stream, Opie. Your podcast. Why is he doing this to everyone?
He's so unhappy.
He is. He wants to bring everyone else into his misery.
Yeah. Someone's got to be there for him to kick around.
What a douchebag. If he
just like we were talking about with John, he misreads the room. He doesn't understand it. Doesn't have that 90s shock jock tone when he's mean to these people. It just sounds mean. He thinks he's doing that thing. He thinks he's one of those guys.
You can be mean to a guest or a caller on the Opie and Anthony show as long as Anthony and Jim are laughing about it as you're doing it. When it's just one-on-one, it's just like, all right, what are we supposed to do from here now? I was going to tell a story you don't want me to, so what do you got?
Yeah, and you can tell from Opie's look there that he's like, I still got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He loves doing that. He's in his place. He feels like it's going well when that's happening.
We saw this happen with Ron, too, where he has to show his dominance. So this is him with his territorial pissings all over the place, being like, by the way, I own that corner and that tree and the fire hydrant. Like, all right, I know I'm new here. It's fine. Jesus Christ. Can we play a little bit first? Throw the ball around?
Tony's going to give you all the insights here.
Nice,
right? Aioli. Did you know that you can go to McDonald's and ask for Big Mac sauce on anything?
Really?
Yeah, that's a hack. That's a hack that I learned working in the South Bronx.
I don't.
You can get Mac sauce on your cheeseburger. You say, "Give me Big Mac sauce on that," and they put it on there.
Tony,
I have to say that's the most informative thing I've ever heard on Opie's show. Not that I didn't know that.
Yeah, no shit.
One of the ingredients they'll include in another food item. Yeah. That's how restaurants work.
That's a hack.
Yeah,
it's not the only hack.
There's other things you could do.
He actually started that with, I'm from the Bronx, so. And then,
right,
yeah.
Did you know that you could dip your fries in barbecue sauce if you want?
That's
Wait, what?
impossible.
I swear to God, because they have the barbecue sauce already. They'll give you ketchup packets, but if you know your way around at McDonald's.
Where is this in like Staten Island?
I feel like Chris has already got one foot out the door. These fries with barbecue sauce. Should I get some for you too? Or?
We do need food for South Park.
That's true. New South Park tonight. Good point.
Get some chili while you're out.
Yeah.
Canned?
Yes, it's the only way.
Opie's so unhappy he can't have any experience it without processing it through his failed career.
Oh, interesting.
This part is important. They go, well, are you going to talk about us on your show? And I said, oh, 100%. But you got to understand, I don't have the same pull as I used to. You got it. There was a time if someone came to me and said, hey, can you talk about me on your show? You know, it would be very, very good for that person. They would sell a lot of shit, whatever they were selling.
You make a career. You make a fucking, you make
I used to. That was the point, and I had to tell these guys, I'm like, oh, I'll talk about you guys, but don't expect a line of people coming here to get Christmas trees. You understand? The times have changed.
He brings this up way too often. Yeah. That he's not where he used to be. And I think that the thing that we see, the common denominator with all of these lolcows, is they're constantly upset about what's not happening for them rather than making what they want to have happen.
Right.
So
Yeah.
rather than react to your current surroundings and what you're upset about and the fact that things aren't going as well as you want them to go, why not create a show format that's interesting? Get people on who are funny, who you have good chemistry with. Start to build a show, start to build an audience around that. How is this a foreign concept for all these people?
That's as far as they get, is that times have changed and
Yeah.
yet they act exactly the same and scratch their heads. It's like, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah. But we appreciate you complaining, Opie. It's very fun when we hear about how you have no pull and
don't
no one
stop.
gives a shit about what you're saying anymore. Meanwhile, he's talking down to this poor asshole. Probably has better things to do at this time. Opie's clowning him to his face and then going, and by the way, no one even watches the show. Tony's going, then what am I doing? Ron the waiter told me to come here.
Yeah, I didn't include it, but it's like 5 a.m. when they do this, and he started the stream without telling him, so it just opened on him smoking a joint and like quickly putting it out.
What an asshole!
Zipping his pants up,
and then exactly.
Frick.
And in case anyone missed the visual, Opie had to say, "Are you waking and baking?" Just calling him out.
Yeah.
Narc.
And what you said is very true, I think. And if you're wondering what he's spending his time doing, it's the same thing John does. They're living in the past, reliving their glory days.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah Carey went to my high school, and she's the most popular, most famous person to come out of Harbor Fields High School. And no one could touch that spot, obviously. But I was pretty proud during the Opie and Anthony years that I was number 2 right behind Mariah Carey. And then when this came up recently on the show, and so I decided to Google it to see where I'm at on the list. And, you know, Tony's mad because I dropped down to 4th, but I'm thinking I haven't had a hit fucking radio show in probably, I don't know, 10 years. Right. I'm kind of happy that I'm still in 4th place. I'm not going to lie to you.
You're out of
Okay, I got to say, Mariah Carey, Greg Opie Hughes, you can call it 1 and 2 at any given time in their careers, but that's a pretty big drop-off.
And how did he lose anything? Who's now 2 and 3?
Oh, yeah, did he say who jumped ahead of him, Adam?
Of course not.
Oh, God damn it.
They're a direct threat. He's busy taking him out.
The janitor, the plumber.
Yeah, the plumber has a podcast. It's doing better than him now. And that is such a cope right there, too. He's just like, I haven't had a hit radio show in 10 years, so I'm pretty happy to be 4th on there.
I'm not even trying.
He's not happy to be 4th.
No, he's not.
From his high school.
He's not happy about anything.
Yeah.
They've been
It's
trying to
not
do
impressive.
they've been trying to do a clip show, and a couple times Opie has said he didn't have time to provide this one. I didn't have time to get that. But this is how he spends his time. This he has time for. Even to have the thought, I wonder if I'm still the second most famous, to do the research and then go look it up.
Who's ranking that? Also, is there one for my high school? I want to know where I rank on that
Is this
list.
a national authority? Do we need to petition them to?
Yeah, how do you look this kind of thing up? I'm curious now. Because if I find out there's more famous people than me from Spencerport, I'll be so pissed. All right, let's jump ahead to the 9th of December.
Mm-hmm.
And so does he bring the hits back? And we have Ron the waiter coming back on the show since Tony was a dud and did not work out at all?
He sure does, and he really missed him.
We're allergic to a Christmas tree.
Yes.
Christmas pisses you off.
Oh,
Fuck
no,
chestnuts.
No, it doesn't piss me off. Ron, you
It's
don't.
like you're Jewish.
Ron. With all due respect, you're a single man. So the holidays are a lot easier for you. When you have kids, this thing it's a nightmare.
What an asshole. You know, you get to be alone by yourself on Christmas Day. I wish I could do that. It's horrific. Also, I'm sure he doesn't celebrate Christmas, right? Ron the waiter. I get the sense that that's not a thing for his family.
I'm not going to claim to know, but we'll just assume that he doesn't. But the alone for the holidays is certainly a sentiment everyone can appreciate.
Opie pines for that. Could you imagine if I didn't have a wife and children and extended family?
What are we talking about? He just spent Thanksgiving alone and cried the whole time.
Alone.
I don't understand. He's just combative.
Yes.
At all times. So it's just like, well, you're doing a different thing than me, so that you don't understand that you have a way better than me. I'm sure Ron would rather have a wife and loved ones around him, be my guess.
Yeah, I was going to say that only Ron brings this out of him, but he just called Tony P a failed abortion. So join the club.
He does the same thing that our friend Bill Burr does. They get to that point of realization and then they just stop. Like he did not consider other people at all. And when Ron's like, oh, well, you'll see it. That people are typically, if they're single, they're lonely during the holidays.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. Anyway, back to me. And that's it. That's as far as it goes. So look, check out his response.
By the way, being a single man, the holiday's supposed to be very hard for you. What do you mean? If you're a single man, the holiday's supposed to be very hard for you.
Oh, well, yeah, that I guess. I guess that part of it.
What are you talking about? It's very hard to be alone. It's very hard to be single and during the holidays. Blue Christmas.
Wait, do you really get sad around the holidays? Because I know that's a.
Oh, I hope he cannot connect with anyone in any way. Remember when Opie was complaining about, was it his anniversary or his wife's birthday? I think it was his wife's birthday. Because he had to go shopping for her and he had to get dinner. Mm-hmm. And that was like a whole week's worth of complaining that he had.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine like Christmas puts him off so much. What does Opie want to be doing?
That's
we have yet to see.
Like at least Bill Burr goes, look at I'm a father first, I'm a husband second, I'm a meditator third, whatever the fuck he was talking about. But at least he prioritizes things in his life. Opie, I can't figure out what he wants to be doing. I think he just wants to be a famous celebrity kicking people around. I just want to have people running errands for me.
He wants to be back on Sirius Radio.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. And the only difference between him and Bill is Bill has money and still has jobs. He has, a career of some kind. He's just dealing with personal issues. The desperation, the sentences are the same. It's just his delivery is so much more over the top and bitter. It's a different kind of bitter. Bill's has a more mellow one, but they're the same guy.
Yeah, no, Bill will get there. Opie's a little older than Bill.
Oh, yeah, just
Bill's
give it a little
ramping
time.
up for this. Yeah, give it a little bit of time.
I mean, I was looking at the venue that Bill Burr plays. He's doing okay. He has a slightly larger audience than Opie has right here.
I would imagine. Yeah.
I can never understand what is okay to say in front of Opie and what isn't. Sometimes.
Oh, right. The censorship thing.
Yeah. They've been talking about Diddy and this documentary that Opie's obsessed with for so long. They've been talking about every detail. Ron steps up to make a comment about it, and here's what happens.
He lives like a mob boss, dude. He's
he
like
is
a mob
100%.
boss.
He's a gay mob boss.
Well, we don't know. We can't say that. I mean, the signs are there that he likes both, but we got to be careful too.
But allegedly, but they say in that industry.
We don't know if Diddy likes guys sucking on his dick or not. I think we got that one.
I think Diddy'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I think we all know the answer to that one. Opie's like, whoa. Do you think Diddy's got so many civil lawsuits going on, like 160 right now? Do you think he's like, oh, good, now I can sue Opie Radio? He wants to get something else in the mix,
right? Or does Opie think this is a job killer?
Yeah. What is he worried about with that?
He thinks this is like still the FCC, and there's certain words that trigger things, and he just, if you heard what they were describing in this doc and that they were going over. He had no problem with that. This was too much, though. It's very strange.
Damn it, what didn't Diddy do?
In this next one, listen closely. There's a list of top comedians that Ron's asking him about.
You know what Billboard is, right?
Of course I know what Billboard is.
I don't know. So Billboard just came out. This is true.
Right.
The top stand-up comedians of the 21st century.
I saw the list.
Okay. So again, Ron has to bring the content to the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to Ron to come up with things to talk about. So very good. We got a list. Lists are always good. You can kill a lot of time with a list. And you take callers or super chats. Who do you think should have been in the top 5?
Okay.
What do you think they put Bill Burr? Still alive.
6.
Oh, you saw the list, you asshole.
I swear to God, I didn't see the list.
5.
All right. That's I always say I think he's wow, who's higher than Bill Burr? Bill Burr had an insane run in the 2000s.
Okay, by the way, there's 4 comedians above Bill Burr. Who are they? If Bill Burr's number 5, who's the top comedians above Bill Burr?
And I swear I didn't see this list, Ron. You gotta believe me.
Oh, he's calling his shot. Wow, he's like Babe Ruth pointing to the left outfield, just going, yep, that's where I'm putting the ball right now. I swear I didn't see this list. He thinks he's going to know.
Also, I thought he said he saw the list.
He did. He just said it.
Okay.
He just said it.
No, I thought he said he didn't see the list.
No, he said he did.
Oh,
When Ron brought it up, yeah, he's like, I saw the list.
I thought he said that he saw that they put a list out, not that he saw the list. But okay, fair enough.
Well, he guessed the first question, the exact number, and he
said 6 and it was 5. That's why it was weird when Ron goes, "Have you seen this?"
Yeah,
it's like, well, it's in the top 10 somewhere. It's Bill Burr.
I think he's protesting too much. He also knew where was on it.
All right.
Anybody who says I swear I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
saw
That is a towel.
Vouch. Protest thy too much.
Good point, John.
Here's how
Anything
he
else
does
from
it.
this episode?
Yeah, here's a great example of how he works on the fly.
Hey, are you able to pop up that video and show it? The video
on your Instagram?
Yeah, go on my Instagram and show people.
I mean, I don't know if let me no, because I got to download. No, I can't. I can't.
Oh, you
this
can't?
position. Yeah, we can show it tomorrow or something.
Okay, that was a bridge too far.
Everything gets that much effort. It gets about, and then we're done. Nah, I can't do that. That's beyond me.
Why would you have to download something to show an Instagram video? Doesn't make any sense. I do Who Are These Socials every week with my buddy Blind Mike, Thursdays at 6 p.m. on this channel. And it's amazing. You can just play them right off of the platforms that they're currently being hosted on. Makes it a lot easier than downloading videos and stuff. All right, so let's fast forward to this morning.
That's right.
Opie did a stream on the 10th of December. Do we have Ron back on the show for this morning's stream?
We sure
That's
do.
good. That's good news. Where are we starting off?
Right at the top.
I'm a morning person, so I'm a morning person. So this is perfect for me.
Sure, I'm a morning person too, and I learned last night that if you call someone Ron, that means you're friends. And I was like, oh my God, I call Ron Berman, Ron the waiter, Ron. So I think we're officially friends, Ron.
We're like BFFs at this point.
Whoa.
I mean, get a room. This is the gayest conversation I've ever heard. Chris, I read an article that says that if we hang out a lot together, then we're really good friends. Do you think we're really good friends now? Because we hang out a lot together. How desperate is this man?
And also, Opie brings it up, and Ron says something. He's like, wrong.
Yeah. I read a thing that we're really good friends. Yeah, I think we're really good friends. We're not.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what he thinks comedy is, I guess.
That's the pattern.
Yeah. Never mind then.
He has an announcement to make.
It's December 10th, 2025, and I officially have to say I hate Donald Trump because he likes Phantom of the Opera.
We just lost all our viewers.
I know. I'll bring him back because I got a montage of Trump yelling at female reporters that is also making me laugh this morning. But go ahead.
I hate Trump because he likes Phantom of the Opera.
Boom! Hot take!
Fucking hot take. Opie's at it again.
No follow-up. But apparently he has a montage, and it sounded like Ron was about to tell him to play it.
Yeah. Not today.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Gotta download stuff and order things off Amazon. We'll get to it.
Who has the
eventually. Yeah,
time?
we'll get to it. It's fine.
He really thinks that people are watching his podcast that love Trump and they hear him say something bad about Trump, so they tune out because they hate it. And then somehow later on, when he starts playing something that's pro-Trump, I guess the remaining viewers are calling the other people and telling them he's back, everything's good. And
Text messages are going out.
Come on back, everyone.
There's a Discord server somewhere where people are alerting everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how he thinks this works, but they're going on about how Trump called that reporter a piggy.
Yep.
And Opie has some thoughts on that.
Jesus Christ.
The serious side of that, and this is what really pisses me off, and this is why I'm obviously not working for a big corporation, because I can't take it. Like if I'm the female reporter, right, and he's scolding me and making me look like a fool in front of everybody else that's reporting, I wouldn't sit there and take it. I would act up so bad. I would obviously lose my job because the company would be like, "Oh my God, you can't do that." But then I would be a viral sensation. I would be a hero. These women sit there, he berates them, and they just take it. That's the part of the whole thing that really frustrates me, that they don't speak out. Why don't you think they speak out?
Well,
You are fake news.
Opie's got a hot take on that.
Yeah.
So does Ron have a response for why they don't speak out?
He does. But before we get to that, did you notice the part where he says if that happened to him and he was ever canceled or shut up or silenced, he would simply come up with a viral idea and bust right back?
Right, because that video will go viral of him telling Trump to pound sand.
Yeah. Why doesn't he do that?
Whoa,
now?
this reporter's the greatest thing ever. He's tried to make viral videos for a decade and a half, if not 2 decades now. And it hasn't happened yet. He's still working on it.
People always say the secret to making a viral video is trying hard.
Yep. Just keep throwing shit at the wall. See what sticks.
So here's his response.
Yes, he does it everywhere. And you're 100% right. Can you imagine one of these female reporters go, "Excuse me, don't you ever call me that again. How dare you?" But she would be famous.
How bad do you want that job?
She would be famous.
Do you see?
I mean, sometimes you have to put up with a person in authority telling you to sit down and shut up. It happens to everyone at every job that they have.
He can't relate.
He can't relate at all. It's like, yeah, that guy, he's the president of the United States. If he tells you you're dumb, then you got to take that. And then when you become president, you can tell him that he's dumb. Isn't that how Trump became the president? He was at the correspondence dinner and they were all making fun of him. He was like, oh, really? I'm the asshole? I'm the schmuck at this party? Okay, I'll show you. I'll become president until you all suck. And that's what's happening right now.
Within the first week, he had all the media in that room together, and he finally got to tell them what he thought.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Also, all of the difficult people that have worked under Opie and put up with him and talk about that, and he has no sympathy or wouldn't understand why they would stay in a job that they didn't like because they needed it.
Yeah, Roland was such an asshole for going to HR after he filmed him shitting. But meanwhile, Opie would tell truth to power and be the guy who stands up for himself.
Yep. And Ron says, I would tell the person who did that to me this. So I hope he does and takes his own advice one day, just like he did. In this next one, you can see Opie, how he really feels about artistic partnerships.
It happened to Jimmy Page, too, back in the day.
Oh, no.
If you have to drag a singer along with you, right?
Yeah.
Because your band broke up, you're not a genius anymore.
Yeah.
I saw Jimmy Page in Rochester. He came on, and he had to find a young stud that sort of looked like Robert Plant to scream those high notes.
Yeah.
And if he didn't have that guy, he would just be on that stage fiddling about.
What an idiot. That might be the dumbest take I've ever heard.
I don't know where to begin with that.
I don't even know what to say about that. This is a guy who's been in rock radio since he was 18. He doesn't realize that just because you're a great guitarist doesn't mean you don't need a great singer. Well, what a loser. This guy needs a guy with pipes.
Don't dignify it.
I know. Where are you going to go with that? It's so stupid.
He'd strap some cymbals to his knees if he cared about the sound.
Right. An idiot.
I know how we all like Ron, and we all want him to have his own show. But, sometimes when you get what you ask for, it's not quite the same. And Opie and John do have a way of making others look good. So let's see what Ron does on his own.
I realized I didn't plug my MacBook in. So I'm going to be right over there. So be careful with what you say. But I'll be back in like 15 seconds. I just got to plug this in or we're going to run out of energy today.
Yeah, we're waiting for you to leave so we can actually have a show.
Are we, Ron?
We're finally alone, everybody.
Ron.
Welcome to the Ronnie Show. Welcome to the Ronnie Sterling Berman Show. Oh, is he back?
Yeah, I'm back, Ron. I told you it was just going to be a second.
Getting going. Just the show was getting good.
It's disappointing because there's been a couple times where Ron's gotten a chance to take things over, and you think maybe we'll see what he can actually do with that time, and he always fumbles it.
Isn't it amazing? It's like a magic
always
trick.
Fucks it up.
The second Opie goes, his luster just disappears.
It's odd, too, because he's the one who does all the show prep. So you'd think he'd be like, oh, let's get back to this list of comics we were talking about yesterday. Can you believe who number 20 is? But instead he's just like, he has to start singing songs. And it's like King of Comedy. It's like, hey, look at me. I have my own show. No, you really are streaming in front of people. Go ahead and say something.
He does panic.
He panics. It's not made up. You're actually doing something right now. All right. Well, thank you for keeping an eye on the Opster for us, Adam. And I'm interested to see what happens leading into the holidays because it seems like Opie's getting stressed out. It's like when you talk to your mom or, someone who's elderly and they don't have a job, they've been retired for a long time. They don't have a lot of stuff going on. They tell you how busy they are.
Yeah.
You're like, all right. I know. Like, oh, isn't this stressful this time of year? Christmas? Like, yeah. Imagine having to work all the time on top of it. It's pretty fucking wild. That's like Opie. Like any little thing, his wife's birthday or his daughter gets a new iPhone, had to blow up a balloon. It's like show fodder. He's like, oh my God, I can't deal with it.
You don't know what it's like, Ron.
Yeah, it's what senior citizens do. They pack the week of the trip.
Right. Yes. They got all day and nothing to do. All right. We're going to come right back with Is It Gay with our review girls, the Opie or Burr game. We have another round of that. To Poke a Dabbler, voicemails, reviews, so much to get to. But first, supertip.gg/WATP is where you can go like Venom Tony 15.
I'm big into sci-fi movies. My faves are the Predator movies. Next Halloween, I will go as the child predator.
Oh, no.
Oh wait, I am one already.
Oh, boy. See what you did there. Roy Rogers' hack is to make a salad with the fixins. Is that true? Can you get any sauce on it you want? Skelzo Photo says, you keep repeating John's 300 girl claim, ignoring how much John lies. I did the slutty man math. 300 women in his life is only 6 women a year, which is not impossible for most men with no standards.
If he started at 0.
He was in a committed relationship with Susanna for 13 years or whatever it was. He was in a long-term relationship before that. And then since his divorce, he maybe had a few salad years because he was working for the Tonight Show and had some money and notoriety, but I mean, it's been dry. That well is dried up.
Maybe he's being humble.
I didn't think of that, nor would I ever. John's Gippy Halloween hand, remember for 6 months, says, how dare you expect Stuttering John to watch/do research on his own? His persona is centered around using people to do his adulting for him. I know. I'm aware. The drunk engineer says, didn't you just play an old clip recently where an employee told Opie talking to him was like talking to a wall, and Opie threw a huge on-air fit? Yes. That was on our crossover bonus with the Blind Mike show. I ended up putting that out separately on our YouTube channel because Opie has zero self-awareness, which is one of the things that a lot of these people have in common that we like to focus on this show. People with no self-awareness is an oddity in life.
Yeah.
It's surprising. Like, you're an adult and you act like a baby. Children have no self-awareness. It makes sense. They haven't figured that out yet. When adults do it, it's hilarious.
That was the exact kind of comparison I was looking to make, so I appreciate the specifics. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. All right. It is time for everyone's favorite game show, before I forget, we got to play the stinger for it.
Is it weird or is it gay? What will Aaron say today? Is it gay?
That's right. Is it gay? We have Megan, the review girl, here, and Annie. What's going on, ladies?
Hello, hello. Hello.
Good to see you both. Now, the way this game is played is very simple. Aaron's going to talk about some topic that no one cares about, and then he's going to try to make a funny. And the way that Aaron makes jokes is by calling things gay. Sometimes he calls things different words, but usually it's gay. So we're going to find out if, for these particular topics, if Aaron's going to think they're gay or not.
Burglars also got away with barber tools, inventory, and thousands in cash set aside for the shop's fantasy football leagues.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You stole from the fantasy football league. Well, guys, that just goes to show you once again, gambling doesn't pay. And
Is fantasy football gay? Adam?
No, it's weird.
Carl?
It is definitely gay, fantasy football.
Chris?
Not gay.
Annie?
Gay. Fantasy football is kind of gay.
Yes!
Burglars.
Yeah, I knew it. Man, I snuck into the playoffs in my league.
I should have gone gay.
Second highest total points. Barely got into the playoffs in the final slot. I'll give you guys an update after the first week of the playoffs.
Thank
you know how
God.
it's going. I might even give you an update on Saturday's show based on the results Thursday night. I'm sure you guys will be excited about that. All right, that was round 1 in the books. Round 2, is it gay?
Breaking into a guy's barber shop and stealing from him, that's shitty. But the cat saw too much.
Ran to the back, took the cat, and carelessly just threw him on the back of their car.
The shop.
But they left the dog. I'm so happy the dog still has a home. I'm so happy they didn't take that adorable puppy. That thing, fuck it. I don't care if it's in the river. But the dog, I'm so glad that the dog made it.
Mascot, a friendly fixture in the barber chair. Now take a look at this video as the mascot.
That's good. That's what I want when I come home from the barber shop.
Is being covered in cat hair after getting your hair cut gay? Annie?
Definitely gay.
Chris?
It's not gay, actually.
Carl?
I think it's more annoying. I would say not gay.
Adam?
I'm going gay.
Cat hair all over me. I'm so excited.
Oh, he's excited about that.
Excited in a gay way?
Nope. He did not say that. All right. Well, this is an interesting game so far. We've a lot of hits, a lot of misses. Round 3 coming up. Of course, as you all know, we go 5 rounds, and then the final round, round 6, is worth 3 points. So everyone's still in it.
Hey, they don't understand the ball busting of the show, so they just try to be mean. And they're like, what? That's what we do. We make jokes. It's like, no.
Not really, but okay.
I can't teach you how to do it. It's a vibe. Like Hobo has it. Roots has it.
Pick up on it.
Coltrane has it. Hulkamash has it. All these guys, Chevy fan, they have it. They know how to, be a part of the show. Like, you fucking suck, and I hope you don't make any money. It's like, well, that's not busting balls.
Is not understanding the ball busting of the Steel Toe Morning Show gay? Adam?
I'm feeling gay.
Carl?
He's doing it on purpose, guys. Yeah, that's gay.
Chris?
It's not gay.
Annie?
I want to say not gay.
I'm already doubting my answer now.
Just being really
dickish.
Unnecessarily.
I mean, more power to you, but
hey,
dickish. I wasn't expecting that. Johnny, everything's gay, Johnny. Come on, get on board here. I think it's funny that on Aaron's show, people who give him money are all the ones who understand the sense of humor of the show and how ball busting works. It's amazing. I recognize all of those names that he said. All right, we're up to round 4.
my muscles have been spazzing and tensing all night long trying to lift my legs while I'm sleeping. So it's not fun.
I did talk about that cat today because there was a story about a barber shop that got broken into and they stole the cat. And
They stole the cat.
Yeah, and I did say, like, just fuck it. You can get a new one. There.
Wow, you gave me a really small window here, Megan, to work with. I'm gonna hit that.
Are cats still gay, Carl?
Yes, cats are gay.
Annie.
It wasn't gay the first time, so it's gay this time.
Adam.
I'm all gay.
Chris.
What Annie said was exactly what I was thinking. Like, yeah, now it's gay.
All right, let's go.
Get a new one. They're gay.
My muscles have been spazzing and tensing all night long trying to lift my...
All right.
You also notice how Aaron just doesn't pay attention to Johnny's struggles.
Oh, at all.
Oh, I
Or
know,
Johnny.
Johnny.
Never. He never does.
Yep. I couldn't even sleep last night because of my... Anyway,
That reminds me of a cat.
Yeah, I was talking about this story earlier.
Cats are gay.
All right, we're going into round 5. What are the scores, producer Chris?
We
Where
have
are
a
we at?
three-way tie with 3 points. Adam is lagging with 1 point.
Oh boy, Adam needs to get this one.
Come on, Adam.
To stay in the game.
Get gay.
He's been very gay in this game. It hasn't helped him out, unfortunately.
Trying hard.
Round 5.
Mr. Sisto with $1 says, Kitty girl, tell that SP what you tell me. You will make me look like an exploded Hot Pocket. That gets me going and ready. Thank you, Mr. Sisto, for not only for the $1, but also for the terrible vision inside of my head of an exploded Hot Pocket. I appreciate it. You know, never mind. That was...
Is an exploded Hot Pocket gay? I'm not really sure what that means, but
I'll show
Adam?
It's definitely a fetish. I don't know if it falls under that category, but I'll go for it and say I'm gay.
Carl?
I don't think it's gay.
Chris?
I think you're leading the witness, and it's not gay.
Annie?
Not gay?
Let's go.
Would have just been racist. Joe.
Hey.
Exploded Hot Pocket is racist?
I don't get it.
Duh.
Yeah, I don't get that one at all. All right. We are on to round 6, worth 3 points. This is played a little bit differently. It's not just is it gay? We'll have 3 choices that Megan will give us once we hear the prompt.
You know what, though? I smell a crossover opportunity. Squirrel Girl, and they have a new superhero named Moose Man, and 2 of the things that they summon are Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Moose and Squirrel.
Moose and Squirrel.
Heroes, Chipmunk Hunk and Koi Boy show up to stop him, but Squirrel Girl manages to talk Hippo Man down from his life of crime. People all over New York City start getting into pointless fights. This chaos is the work of Ratatosker, the squirrel messenger.
Oh, no, not Ratatosker.
Does Aaron think Ratatosker, the squirrel messenger god of Norse mythology, stupid, dumb, or gay?
Oof, oh, those are the big 3 right there.
Big 3. Is this cute little ball of fur stupid, dumb, or gay? I'll start with Chris.
I'm going dumb.
Annie.
Seems kind of stupid.
Adam.
I know gay, so because of that little heart over his head, I'm going to go gay.
Carl.
I thought stupid as well, Annie. I'm going with you. All right. We'll figure out who scores the points, then figure out who won the game.
Dude, this is the gayest shit ever.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Adam still... Oh, no.
Did Adam take
He
it?
ended up tying.
Oh, Adam came in a big
Actually, we
comeback.
all tied with 4. That's fucked up.
No shit. This is the first time we're having a 4-way over here, guys.
Yeah.
I feel like we're at a polycule.
That's amazing.
Where have I heard that before?
Nowhere.
It's almost appropriate for this game or something like that. All right. Excellent game, Megan. Thank you for bringing that to us. Laziest Man on Mars, supertip.gg/WATP.
Remember when dying of AIDS wasn't a chore?
I do. I do remember that. Amastrote says, of course there's not tagline, John always lies. Yeah, maybe he came up with something. I'm sure it's not good, but I bet he came up with something. Keep those Melinda's Law taglines coming in or logos, whatever you guys are putting together. We appreciate those. We'll continue on with that contest the rest of the month. And let's go to the brand new game show, Opie or Burr.
Tally ho! Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining us to play Opie or Burr. I'm your host, Simon, from the Worst Ever Podcast. And here's how the game works. I read a quote from either Greg Opie Hughes or William Frederick Burr. Then you guess, is it Opie or Burr? Let's play. Round 1. I'm a man sitting in a car alone in a parking lot doing a fucking podcast. Oh, what's that guy? He's got a nice motorcycle there. Time to register those votes.
Shit. Fuck. So it seems like we want to say Opie, podcasting from a car, so I'm going to go with Bill Burr on that one. What say you, Adam?
I'm going with Opie.
All right, Annie?
I'm gonna go with Burr.
Megan?
Me too. I'm going Burr.
And producer Chris?
Opie.
All right. 2 Opes, 3 Burrs. Let's go.
And here's the answer.
I'm a 57-year-old man sitting in a car alone in a parking lot doing a fucking podcast. Oh, what's that guy? He's got a nice motorcycle there.
Not much.
That's fantastic.
Much longer, Bill.
That's a good poll right there. Well done, sir.
So the bleep was his age?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. All right. Next one.
Round 2. Let's play. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm an introvert. I love being extremely silly. Time to register those votes.
I think that's also Bill Burr. What do you say he's an introvert? Yeah, I'm going Bill Burr. What do you think, Adam?
See, I want to go Opie. Bill's not silly. Is he silly? He's a working man. I mean, he has those funny voices, but
yeah, it's tough.
I'm going Opie.
Okay. Annie?
Opie.
Megan?
I'm going Burr again.
Producer Chris? Burr. All right. 3 Burrs, 2 Opes.
And here's the answer.
Yeah, I am weird. I'm an introvert. I love being extremely silly.
Silly like a fox.
You got that one, Adam. You're right. Opester's the silly one.
I want Simon to lean in too close to me and ask me questions about my personal life while the music plays.
Round 3. Let's play. All right. 37 minutes in. Here we go. All right. Let's, time to register those votes.
All right. Producer Chris, you go first on this one.
Opie.
Megan?
Opie.
Annie?
Burr.
Adam?
I'm going Opie.
I'm going to go Bill Burr as well, because that's just the podcast I've been listening to lately. He is really focused on that clock and how much time they're in on it. But Opie does the same thing, so let's go.
And here's the answer.
All right, 37 minutes in. Here we go. All right, let's...
Tantalizing.
Sure is tantalizing. All right, we're 3 rounds in. Let's go to round 4.
Round 4. Let's play. Do 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 do. Good morning, everybody. Time to register those votes.
That's not fair.
I know.
Wow. All right. I'll start with Annie on this one.
Instincts say Opie.
Yeah. Megan?
Me too. Opie.
Producer Chris?
Opie.
I'm going to go Bill Burr. What do you think, Adam?
It could be either one of them.
Of course.
It could be one of 2 people.
Quote. Only 2, and those are them. So I'm
Yep.
just going Opie.
All right, I'm the only one taking Bill Burr on this one. I can get a leg up here.
The only hint we got was good morning.
Right.
And here's the answer.
Good morning, everybody.
4 beats per measure, Greg.
Good one, Simon. God damn
Simon,
it.
that's not what you said, though. That wasn't the line. That's not the line you delivered to us. If you said do, we would have known.
That's true.
Do is very different. Very different.
That's true. Wow.
Yeah, at first I thought it was like the wheel stopping at like Wheel of Fortune.
That's
and
what I
then
heard.
Then it started turning into a song, and so I wasn't sure.
I'm the only one who got it wrong. What are you guys complaining about?
Nothing.
Fair enough. What are the scores? We're going into the final round here. What do we got?
Andy's gotten them all so far.
God damn it, Annie.
And that's it.
Annie's in the lead. Let's go.
Round 5. Let's play. Hey, idiot. That's the next thing I'm going to work on is get toned back up like I used to be. Time to register those votes.
I'll go first on this one. Hey, idiot. That's got to be Opie. I'm going to go with the Opster on this one. Producer Chris?
Opie.
Megan?
I'll go Opie.
Annie?
Burr.
Adam?
Opie.
So Annie's going to run away with it if this is Bill Burr. If not, we'll have to figure some things out, I suppose.
And here's the answer.
Hey, idiot, that's the next thing I'm going to work on is get toned back up like I used to be.
Who would Opie talk to like that? And what would set him off? Let's find out in this bonus clip of Opie and Ron.
All right, so I'm going to guess your weight. I actually could be in the circus for this. Dun, dun, dun. You're 5'10". I mean, you don't get that much. You don't got that much muscle mass, which is heavier than fat.
Hey, idiot, that's the next thing I'm going to work on is get toned back up like I used to be.
I like that he goes, hey, idiot. That's the next thing I'm going to work on. He's like, so he was accurate then when he said that you're fat. Okay.
But I was thinking about it.
Right.
You dumb fuck.
Yeah.
I like that little bonus, Simon. Thanks for putting some context.
Yeah,
in
that's
this.
cool.
That's good.
5'10" and a half. Congratulations to this week's winner. Maybe you can parlay the victory into a date with Judy's older sister. This is Simon from the Worst Ever Podcast. You may join us next time for Opie or Burr. Goodbye.
I feel like it needs that audience going, Opie or Burr. And then the music comes on and the host comes out. Ooh, can we get one of those microphones for me that's like really long and
Yeah,
thin?
like
And I can like, yeah.
Whatever his name is.
So I can hold it.
Don't
like
do
this.
it. Then you're one step closer, Carl.
Why? Is it gay?
No, to being a game show host.
That's
you
all I
can't
want.
go back after you start.
That's all I want in the world, Annie. Who won that game, Producer Chris? Are you ready to do some math?
Annie did.
Oh, Annie still won even by missing the last one?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Annie. Well done. You know you're Opie or Burr.
I'll get a speech with Annie won. This game is so accurate that the shows from this week that you have the clip of him, Bill Burr opening, singing Jimmy Dean, hey kids rock, like on and on and on. Opie opened his show with if you want my body in.
Of course he did.
Same opening.
They're the same guy as far as broadcasters go, not in any other way, but as far as broadcasting technique, they're the same guy. All right, well, Annie knows if it's Bill or Greg.
Yeah.
But can Annie poke a dabbler? Because that's what's next. Should we be spacing out these games? It's 3 games in a row. Too much?
Will the fun ever stop?
It's not for me. I love it.
It's time for everyone's favorite new game show, To Poke a Dabbler. What do you say, Carl? And co-host? Are you ready to poke a dabbler?
Can't you just be in a scene? He's also the worst actor that I've ever seen. He's not even acting.
Really? Then why did I get a great agent, one of the top managers, And Wayne Rice from Do As My Car loved it. Loved my acting. Thought I was the next coming of Ben Stiller.
I was laughing mainly because of how terrible his acting was. I only laughed when I was like, this is the worst thing ever. I have to laugh because
Hey, at least I got to laugh.
the only way I could really make sure that I don't want to undead myself during this process of this movie. I don't think it should ever exist. I don't think you should go see it. I don't think you should even acknowledge that it exists. And I didn't know it existed until Carl from Who Are These Podcasts is one of my favorite podcasts, is a review on it.
Well, that says a lot about your review.
Sorry, Mint. I apologize for making you watch that movie.
Alerted me to the presence of this movie.
So in other words, you went in tainted. Well, that's a great reviewer. Go in with the tainted fuck. So you're going in after you're hearing your favorite podcast, which, by the way, is ridiculous.
If you want to know more about Mint Salad's taint, you can go to fansly.com/
If it's Lady Kmart. But he's already told you it sucks, so you go in with that premise. What a great reviewer. Man, no wonder why you're sitting on a fucking old pleather chair in front of a green screen. You know Gene Siskel, you know Roger Ebert, and you know Richard Roper.
What did John say next? Here are your choices. Number 1, you're a dumb crunt. B, you're pleather Malton. Next, you're Richard Doper. 4, you're Mean Siskel. And lastly, you're Roger Butthurt. And lastly, 2, you're Reek Reed. Topo. A dabbler.
All right. I am going to go against one of my standard rules when trying to figure out a Cardiff game. I think it's number 1. You're a dumb crunt. What do you think, Adam?
It's either that one or Richard Doper. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with next.
Go with Richard Doper. All right. Producer Chris?
I also went next.
Megan, what do you think?
I'll go with B.
Okay.
Pleather Martin.
Why not?
Too clever. That's why.
Andy, what do you think?
4.
4, Mean Siskel. All right. Let's find out.
What a great reviewer. Man, no wonder why you're sitting on a fucking old pleather chair in front of a green screen. You know Gene Siskel, you know Roger Ebert, and you know Richard Roper. You're fucking Richard Doper.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Adam pulled it out. Did you hit that one too, Chris?
I sure did.
Congratulations. See, I went against my rule. I thought Cardiff was trying to pull one over me on me.
And I was like, oh no, how bad does it have to be? And it's bad. It's the worst movie I've seen yet. I'm sure there's probably worse
pretty
movies
bad.
out there, but I don't know how there could be a worse movie out there. This isn't a movie. This is somebody's fan fiction, poorly written fan fiction, and then realized.
Can we say fan fiction
I wanna
again?
see the
Fan fiction. That's all for this time. Come back next time to find out if you are man enough to poke a dabbler. Brought to you by patreon.com/Cardiff Electric. Join now. Makes a great gift. But while you're buying a gift, get your tickets to Hackamania using promo code JT. Go to hackmania.com and get your tickets now and join us April 10th, 11th, 12th. Sit, Eugene, sit. Good dog.
Can't wait for Patrick Melton to tell me that there's more people using promo code JT than WATP. Looking forward to that conversation. How many people are you bringing out next year, Carl? Just me. just me this year, Melton. Yeah, you got me. Promo code WATP for Hackamania, hackkamania.com. Come hang out with us in Vegas. We always had a great time last year. It's only going to get better. It keeps getting better. And if you've been watching Patrick stream, and he's been streaming a lot this week, hours and hours and hours. But it's amazing to see how people are fantasizing about going to Hackamania, whether it's Kiki and her mom fantasizing about it, or Mersh or Karmic. or any of these guys, they're all talking about Chad Zumach. They're all talking about going to Hackamania 3 because it's the place to be. You're going to want to be there. We're going to have a great
Chad's
time.
going to stand out our hotel across the street.
Chad's so stupid. Melton offered him so much shit. It was just like, I'll give you the hotel, I'll give you the airfare, I'll pay you per diem, pay for all your food.
I was offended. I was offended.
Yeah, right. He
was
was offering it better than any of us get. And then Chad's response was, I can't be just one night. I want to spend 2 nights. And I was thinking, like, move to Vegas for all you want, Chad. That's not up to Patrick Melton if you want to spend 2 nights. Go for it. Get a nicer hotel.
Yeah.
Stay in a suite.
I'm going early and staying late.
Right.
So, yeah.
You can do whatever the fuck you want. You're an adult.
Watching all these people fumble this invite really reminds you that there's no helping certain people.
Yes.
And I think that's what Patrick does beautifully is he plays all of these people with, just these like, I'll give you a ticket if you want to come. I'll give you a promo code if you want a promo code. And these people don't know how to deal with it. They're like, wait, am I accepted? Am I in the club? Am I not in the club?
Did you just call my bluff?
Yeah. Now what am I going to do? I'm not funnier than Busch. What am I supposed to do with that? God damn it. Speaking of not being very funny, I know people on Spotify are reviewing and responding to individual episodes, and Megan checks that out for us. So do we have any recent reviews? I feel like it's been blowing up, the people reacting and commenting on the individual shows on Spotify.
We have a few reviews this week.
Okay.
We have one from Sean from episode 680. Good name for John and Judy's new podcast, Law and Odor.
That's really good. Damn it, I wish I had that for Point Demo Point.
We have one from some guy in New Hampshire. Listening to Bill Burr is like listening to a guy with 2 $20 bills bitch about people who have a $50 bill.
Yeah.
Pretty good analogy.
And then I have one more. This was from episode 681 from Backdoor Benji. Why can't Meghan Markle be more like review girl Meghan?
You knew that was getting read. That Meghan Markle video is pissing me off because Netflix put in a copyright claim on it. And then I responded and said it's fair use, blah, 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 blah. And then they responded and said, nope. So then I have to go through this whole other process of telling them, no, it actually is. And then I have to sign my firstborn, which, by the way, that didn't work out well. But I have to sign my firstborn.
It's coming from an abortion guy.
Yeah. It's a whole thing. We have to risk getting a channel strike in order to fight that. And it's so we don't have the Meghan Markle video up.
Is this coming from Netflix or from Meghan Markle?
That's a good question. It says Netflix.
What's their argument as to why this is different?
I don't know. Because we've used Meghan Markle stuff from Netflix before, and it's been fine. Yeah. And Lucy even took the music bed out of it purposely so we wouldn't get a copyright strike or claim on it. So if you're on our Patreon, that was an episode we did on a Saturday. So on Patreon, you get all of the, same with YouTube, you get all of the video episodes unedited. I put it up on Rumble. Anyone can go watch it on Rumble. 681, the Meghan Markle one. But it is annoying. Carlos Frosted tip, Andy has 2 viewers. John gets more if he farts. I don't know what the analogy is there, but go check out All Apologies podcast if that's what you're talking about. Go check out my buddy Trucker Andy. Do we have any new reviews, Andy?
Yes, I have 2 for us.
Great.
This one comes in from Chad's present upper lip. It's unwatchable without Chris. Chris is the only reason I watch the show. If Chris made his own show, I'd never listen again. 1 star. I'd give 0 if possible. P.S. Love you, Chris.
Fuck you! I beat you to it. I got to drop it before you could.
Oh.
Is that a 5-star review?
Yeah, they love Chris.
Oh, nice.
But if he leaves, you get a 1.
I understand.
1.
I understand how this works. We'll keep
the other
Chris
one comes
happy.
in from Stuttering John. The empty threats are coming down the pike. This F-word makes fun of my kids. For this, he must pay. I'm going to take your house and your wife. I ran out of dick pills, though, so I can't do anything when I see Jen. Yet. Skull.
Jesus. A lot of references in there. I'm going to go with a 5-star on that one.
5 stars.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for doing that because it helps the algorithm people find the show when you review it and give us 5 stars. The one pun, remember for 10 months says, We all know Opie has gifts and his family under the tree. Also, for Hackamania 3, did anyone ask Karm what his favorite flavor of Widow is? Love you, folks.
I think we should all encourage Karmic to just do something big, bold, daring, and risky to get Felicia's attention and to remind her that you're a real person.
It's the worst.
Really?
The worst possible advice. Really? Oh, favorite flavor of window is what the one pun meant. Because widow is also kind of funny.
Yeah, that's where I went with it.
Favorite flavor of window makes a little bit more sense, I guess, for Karmic. All right, we have some voicemails, but first, Annie, what are you up to?
Well, after this episode at 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm going live on What's This Game to talk about Undertale with Spurgsnake. If you don't catch it live, go to @What'sThisGame on YouTube and check it out.
What's This Game? All one word. Or are there dashes?
There are dashes, but if you type it in, you'll find it.
Okay. Very good. Adam, anything you're promoting, my friend?
If anybody is interested in this Karmic Felicia breakup, I encourage them to check out Lil KB by Rocco making or just roasting Karmic on MLC because he's doing KB's act better than him, and he is taking this person down to another level, and he has no responses at all. He's worse than John. He has nothing. He just hangs his head down, then goes back to his own stream and talks about how he's a real man ready to take out all his enemies. It's fascinating, brilliant work by Rocco.
Rocco is crushing it with Lil KB for sure. Producer Chris, you want to promote The Isotopes?
I want to promote The Isotopes.
I knew it. If you're in the Western New York area, we're playing our Christmas show this Saturday night at Three Heads. Come on down. Music starts at 8 o'clock. We'll be performing until 11 because that's when the music has to stop.
What he said.
8 to 11, The Isotopes performing at Three Heads Brewing. TheIsotopes.com for more information.
Saturday night is club night. 11 o'clock, it's club night, no matter what. Do whatever you want to do before that.
It's a residential area, so we have to shut things off at 11, which I love because I'm an old man. I love being done at 11 o'clock.
Welcome to my world.
It works out really well for me. You guys ready for some voicemails?
It's a bunch of crap. Swing and a miss. Rock and rolla.
I've been forgetting that this is the Gary and San Diego voicemail segment. I have not been playing that stinger, and I'm getting called out for it.
Hey, it's Miguel from the Motor City. Hey, Carl, I was going to give you a pass on the Wednesday episode, but then the same thing on the Saturday episode. You did not start the voicemails with Gary's stinger or even mention it was the rock and roll voicemail section. Do better.
Very disrespectful of me. My apologies.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This message is for WATP. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I have to defend Opie because I have an aunt who, when she passes away, she wants to be cremated, but she wants to be buried with her sisters, my mom and my other aunts. So, yeah, people do get cremated and buried. She just doesn't want anybody to fucking see her. She hates the way that she looks, I think. All right, gotta go.
I honestly did not know that. You can get cremated and buried?
I heard from
Yeah.
a lot of Catholics wrote in to tell me that is a practice that
No shit.
I was unaware of. I just thought
Is
it was
that-
overkill.
Is it less expensive than, I guess, buying a casket and everything, right?
I don't think it's about the money when it comes to that sort of thing. I think it's more about some kind of belief in something.
Well, my mom's watching. It is about the money.
Oh, okay.
So let's price that out.
So it's a Jewish tradition.
He's allowed to say that,
Spacing.
everyone.
Well played.
He's allowed to say that.
I can half say
All right, here's a doozy of a failure.
Hey, this is Ben from the Woods. I'm calling in to talk about that caller who said you can't call in about something someone else already called in about. But I disagree. In fact, I want to talk about my first call in because I can't read.
Oh, no.
Shoot. Well, guess this is the end.
Oh, no. All right. So a guy wrote down what he wanted to say, read it wrong, and then he called back, and this is sad.
Some people just aren't built for the bright lights.
Oh, no. Come on, man. You can get back up and call again. You'll
Flew too
figure
close
it
for the
out.
sun.
Does he?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
He's given up on
I thought you were setting it up.
He's given up on entertainment, unfortunately. It's too bad.
Hey, Carl. Chris from Indianapolis here. So I just found out that Stuttering John is going to be performing in Greenwood, which is a little south of where I'm at, on Thursday. And I'm thinking about getting tickets. Now, my question is, should I get the GA ticket, the VIP GA ticket, or the VIP and meet and greet? Now, that one is $75, so that's kind of ridiculous. But let me know what you think. All right. Peace.
I'm going to answer this question seriously. Get the GA because the GA VIP will probably get you closer to the stage. You won't need to get closer to the stage. Be plenty of places to sit.
And you want to stay dry.
And you don't need the meet and greet because he'll be at the bar afterwards. You can just walk over and buy him a beer.
Yeah.
It'll be cheaper than $75.
Yeah, you're going to meet him anyways.
Yeah. But if you do go see John, please report back. Someone messaged me. They wanted me to pay for their tickets to go see Stuttering John, wherever he's going to be this weekend.
Who aren't you paying for?
Messed up. That's really messed up.
We're not
Okay.
funding. We're not funding people to go see Stuttering John's show. If you want to go and tell us how it went, great. Oh, you know what else? I got an email from someone. I haven't heard back from them. Who knew Lisa Boswell when she was Bob Boswell?
Oh wow.
Yeah, like worked with them and stuff, and had a lot of interesting stories. I was like, oh yeah, please call in. So
Wow. Yeah.
that would be awesome. Hopefully that happens. We haven't heard from our buddy Cal photographer in a little while.
Hey, Carl, it's Cal Photographer. I'm about a month behind on episodes, but I wanted to give Cardiff this ISO. It's time for everyone's favorite new game show, To Poke a Dabbler. Okay, go fuck yourself.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Maybe Cardiff will use that because he's so unprofessional, that dummy. So John already took down his stream that he was doing with Cardiff.
No.
Hopefully a clipper grabbed that and put it somewhere.
I actually pulled some.
You've already pulled some of it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's why I was late getting here.
Good. Well done. Guy was an hour early. It's late getting here. It's one of the good ones, producer Chris. Ron in Syracuse calling in.
Hey, Carl, Ronnie in Syracuse. Love you to love the show. Got an idea for John Melendez becoming an attorney. I think he should specialize in DUI. More specifically, he should go out and try to help people at the roadside. If not, he'll have to represent them in court. But here's the thing, what he can do is say, Your Honor, my client was drinking water and the same amount as the beer. Therefore, it cancels it out. Bang your gavel. Case dismissed. Don't call me back.
That's a good point. He could do beer math in front of the judge if anyone gets a DUI. Be like, well, the breathalyzer's obviously wrong about this. Doesn't realize how many hours passed by and how many waters he drank. Here's another Melendez Law slogan idea.
Hey, Carl. Kenny from Canada here. I've got a slogan for Stuttering John's law firm, Melendez Law. Are you suing?
Instead of are you fucking? Are you suing? That's pretty good.
I liked it better when I thought it was just
Yeah, that's also it would be very funny.
Yo, I'm just calling to ask about what happened to Kindy. I missed her on the show. And honorable mention, what about Paulie and Dirty Jersey? I liked his low-budget song parodies he did on the voicemail, and it sounded like shit, but it was awesome.
Yeah. I forgot about Paul and Dirty Jersey calling in with those really long voicemails. I had to scold him a few times. Maybe he got butthurt.
WATM.
Yes. Kindy I do communicate with from time to time. Kindy's got life shit going on. Has gotten busy with that, but she's still paying attention to the show. She still sends me notes to rag on me when I fuck up. So everyone will be happy to hear that.
Carl, it's Daddy. Daddy loves the Chargers this week. Daddy's been right. Daddy loves the Eagles. Lay the points, take the Eagles. And if by chance you got 30K, oh, shit. Daddy could use 30K. Checking in from the left coast. Peace.
All right. Yeah, Gino, it's got some debt. Someone was making a joke, probably on El Horrible's show, about why he likes the Chargers. That's his favorite favorite team. Sure does love charging things. This is, I think this is me calling into my own voicemail number. I guess I forgot doing this.
Hi, I'm Carl Hamburger, and I laugh like this.
Is that true?
Yeah.
This is how I find out about it? How come you guys didn't tell me?
The whole time.
God damn it. You guys are the worst. All right, let's get out of here.
I gotta go. Bye. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Boom. A plane has hit Vinny Paulino because he's so fat. Boom.
All right, ready to roll the credits?
Yep. All right, guys.
Bye.
Until
Chad.
next time. Bye.
Bye.
Man, that was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
I enjoyed that.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Hit like before you leave, everyone. Hit like, hit subscribe.
Okay, bye.
I gave you the lob and you ran with it.